Objection!
So, this is live, I guess. So, yeah, this is... Hello, everybody. TheAljavis here, creator of EoJ, and welcome to the 2-5 Director's Commentary, where we talk about what we did in production and how much we hate ourselves. Oh, I love that catchphrase. It's not really a catchphrase, but you guys get what I mean. But yeah, we got quite a bit of people in here. More people than usual in a Director's Commentary. Well, technically I'm not a director anymore. I'm a creator now. But still, it's Director's Commentary because we're not changing it at all. So, yeah. Wait. What? Ouch! I forgot to unmute! I forgot to unmute again! Hi. Anyways, I was muted in Discord, but, you know. What else is new in an EoJ live stream? Anyways, if you guys can please introduce yourself, going down the line, starting with MLPArts, please go ahead. Woohoo! You half of the cast, pretty much. And next? Julius? That was a really good... No, we're doing it on the one on Discord. What? Oh!
Not saying that we're me.
Oh,
They
no!
can't hear us.
I forgot to mute that! You want to start everyone again? Let's start everyone again.
What's up, gamers? It's your boy.
I swear.
Wow.
Oh my
Aljavis,
god.
if you tried to fuck it up more, you couldn't have possibly ruined it anymore.
Let's start over. MLPArts, please take it away.
Let's do them all again.
Let's do them all again.
Hi everybody, my name is MLPArts and I'm the team leader of the voice actors and the voice of Twilight, Apple Bloom, Silver Spoon, Sweetie Belle, Rarity, and in this episode also Rainbow Dash.
Yay. You're doing half of the cast pretty much. I already said that the first time and I have to say it again for consistency's
So talented,
sake.
big.
I mean, I could say that instead, but that's not as specific.
Anyways,
Exactly.
please go next. Whoever it
Okay.
is.
Hello, everybody. It's me, JuliusGemStone, the man who voices the Phoenix Wright. Also part of the HR team and DM extraordinaire for the hit new show, Shadows over Equestria. That's all I
Check it
do.
out, by the way. Yes, you are a DM. And you're an
That's
awesome
me.
one.
Gee, thank you.
And next.
Hello. I'm CadetRedShirt. I voice Applejack and Sonata. I'm also part of the background artist team for this episode, and then I did the characters for the thumbnails for Case 2.
Yes, these are all great art that you did for the thumbnails.
You sound so defeated, Aljavis.
I do sound defeated. Next.
Hi everyone. Let's hope this audio doesn't screw us over any more than it's already started. My name is Jarvy Jared. I am the team leader for the musicians and the PR team. I'm also one of the writers for the Elements of Justice production. I don't know if I should say anything else, or I already jinxed it by mentioning the audio. But hey, when in Rome,
Go home.
go home.
And next.
Wow, something went wrong on stream? Who would have seen that coming?
Oh, shut up.
Hello, everyone. This is Jerboe, one of the video editors for Elements of Justice. I have matured a lot since the past 2 years since I first joined this team, and boy, what a journey that has been.
Very. And there's one more.
Hello, this is me, the Soundman. head of production. And for being head of production, I don't remember anything of this episode. I didn't even rewatch it for this viewing.
Oh my god.
I also have not seen 2-8 in its entirety, just so you know.
Well, I'm glad that we know now. So we know
I love
what
you,
we're in for this.
Aljavis.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I love you too, Soundman.
I'm gonna have so much insight to say about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna call on you for insight.
I will provide it.
Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate
So
it.
don't call on me for the next 2 minutes because I have to go get some water because I didn't prepare. Just roll the
Oh,
footage.
no.
Head of management.
Yeah,
head of
we
production.
gotta,
Just
we
roll
gotta
the footage.
Absolutely disappointed.
Al, I forgot to do a thing for my introduction,
what?
if I may.
If you say it, I'm going to leave the call.
Hey, folks. One more thing. Remember, I'll do anything for
All right, I'm
Oh,
on.
no,
Bye.
okay. Oh god.
Okay, there it is. There
Of
it is.
course.
We can.
Oh,
we can
speaking of
continue
that, actually, there, Sean just gifted a membership just now, just a little couple of
What a
seconds
guy!
ago. What a guy! Thanks,
What a
thanks,
guy.
Sean, and also Maria Moonlight earlier before the stream started also became a member. So thank you to you two. And
What gal,
also,
what
I
gal.
want to shout out to the rest of the. Wait, I need the list. Where's the list? I need the list. Where's the list?
Aljavis, I did not
Aljavis
put it in the description of the video.
I know, you're right. Why can't I access the list? Give me the list. Why can't I
We're
get to the
professionals,
thing?
everyone.
Professionals.
We are
We're
professionals.
professionals.
With that
We're
money that you
professional.
gave us by becoming a YouTube member, Al may be able to access the list.
Yes, it's true. No.
Subscribe today.
Anyways,
This
alright.
video is
Anyways,
sponsored by
anyway-
all of the
viewers.
Oh my god. Anyways,
With
thanks to
your
our friend.
membership.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Thank you,
Anyways,
Cadet. I love it when you do
That-
that voice.
I love it
Thank
too.
you.
Anyways, thanks to the front gallery members, Sean, NightRainbow, 4K42, Kasneil, and HoodieAngel, and also the new one we just got right now. You ready to start?
Yes.
Let's
Yeah,
get
let's do this.
done.
Yay!
As soon as we
Yay!
can finish.
Oh, poor Al. Cheer up, Al. It's okay.
I will. I'll cheer up when it's all over. Anyways, here we go.
What about the
let's-
jazzy
let's-
music? What about the
Oh,
jazzy
right.
music?
Yes, we'll
What I
turn that
missed
down.
as-
We'll turn that down.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Guess it was
We,
good that
we,
I came unprepared.
we thanked our sponsors. Remember, folks, if you want your name read at the beginning of each live stream, become a member today.
I
Because he will
Love
do
money.
anything for money.
if you give
I'll
money,
do
If you want to see
anything
me animate a
for money.
seal doing a flip, then you should
All right,
donate.
let's just start now. Let's start now.
That's a +1 on the CinemaSins intro.
Yeah.
I already remembered something new about this.
And
there's
that
an
is?
there's an alternate cut of the scene that's a joke where every sound effect is replaced with the Vine.
Like the goddamn.
sound
Yeah.
effect.
He did
Yep.
do that.
Really
Oh,
funny.
yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, that's just the extent of how far we go with memes.
We do.
There is no
So-
limit, apparently.
There really
You
isn't.
are the meme lord, Sophie.
Blame the
okay?
memes for the episodes being
Where do I even begin?
The meme.
I mean, without memes, I wouldn't feel inspired to keep going.
After all, they are the DNA of the soul.
Memes, Raiden.
It's true.
So
It is true.
Wait,
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened.
you're not saying
You too?
so long.
That's the
You
soul.
too?
That's kind of a big
it's been so
detail.
long ago.
So long ago. 2.5 came out on when?
May.
See, it's been almost 6 months.
May of last
I
year.
believe it came out
It's like gross.
9 months ago. or something.
God, that's so
A
long
whole
ago.
baby.
This was
A
Bruno-
whole baby.
I think this was Bruno's first scene all to himself.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Like
Buzz.
the new editors.
Here comes
like,
the drama.
were editing this.
Yeah, Rainbow. What do you mean by that?
Should have had lively people play over this.
What I said. Sweetie Belle's
Like
suspecting
in
Scootaloo
2-3.
the entire time.
Yeah.
And not only that, she kept quiet about everything that happened that night.
Isn't that Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Forgotten. Sweetie Belle herself said she
Oh,
didn't
you two?
suspect Scootaloo. She just didn't want to risk interfering with the investigation. And you buy
I want to
that?
mention that like
Why else would you be
MLPArts,
acting
like,
so shady?
yeah, she
Perhaps
voiced
was
like
scared.
4, but yeah, 5 people. 4, I can't think.
Oh, thanks for the $2 donation, Justin.
Thanks for the super chat,
Oh,
Justin.
thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Dustin.
Sounds like he was just in time.
You suggested that
Nah.
it was somehow actually
No.
responsible? It would explain a whole lot, wouldn't it?
Girls,
These sound effects are
enough.
crusty.
This ain't
They are
working
pretty
slacking
crusty,
anyway.
yeah.
I
We
was
need
slacking
to.
on this day.
Dare you insinuate my little sister would ever kill anybody?
I love your Rarity, by the way, Arts.
Oh, thank you.
Doesn't matter who you are.
I
You get
also
arrested
do.
for murder.
I think I
Thank
asked
you.
Al like in DMs, like, wait, who is Rarity? Hold on, what?
I do have to point out that this is a very front-facing problem that the main 6 is facing at this given point.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, the bigger sisters of the
Because-
Kingdom Hearts Crusaders.
Yes,
Proxy.
and it just kind of shows like their friendship is on the fence just because of what happened in the previous episodes.
Exactly.
Which is very fair.
Like
This
Rarity
is a
and
fun argument to write. I remember
yeah,
that.
Rarity and Rainbow are on opposite sides. Well, Applejack's trying to be in
caught
the middle.
trying to be the mitigator. It's not really working because
All I'm saying is,
No pony ever listens to her. It's messed up.
I agree.
We should all
know-
listen to Applejack.
It took me forever to realize that this is just plain polarization that's drifting them apart.
Yeah.
not really plain polarization. They have justifiable reason to be angry at each other.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
the
It's
thing.
dumb, but I mean, hey, stresses.
Rarity. That's
See?
more than enough.
Rarity pulled the no you card, so that's kind of damn.
The Uno reverse
It kind
card.
of shows
Uno reverse
that like you can be good friends with anybody, but when the situation gets very
Oh wait, it's Everbloom's
harsh,
time to
this
shine.
happens.
None of this matters, okay?
Let's have the
This
child
was-
be the
Little
adult of this
Bloom.
situation.
Little Bloom.
This was a lot of fun to write. Applebloom's little speech.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, I love it so much. We finally got to see her be the big pony for a change.
Yeah.
Aw.
Sorry,
that's why
big
she's my
sis, but
favorite
I'm the big
crusader.
sister now.
Violet,
Same.
me.
That Sweetie Belle is innocent. She's as innocent
This is a very
as
good
you,
moment for Apple Bloom.
Scoots,
Yeah.
Scoots and turning page.
She didn't do anything.
I
Scoots'
really liked
boyfriend.
the way
What?
this whole thing played out.
We gotta prove that. No matter how we feel about it. Because we can't
I love how she's spelling it out to the adults.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the kids that have the higher wisdom check than the adults.
Very true.
True.
I know you're mighty upset too. I sure
Keep
wish
in mind,
Applejack was how
MLPArts also voiced
but Blaine
Apple in
and
this
Rainbow
scene, so
ain't
that's
gonna help Sweetie Belle neither.
just to remind everyone her range.
She's yelling at herself.
Yep. Oh, I'm doing a lot of that.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. But it's hard to not sound crazy when you do it.
That's the
that
best
with-
part.
I do that with Applejack and Granny Smith all the time.
Oh my gosh.
It's very funny.
That must be fun.
It's very fun,
We
yeah.
all gotta be better than that too. For her sake. Apple Bloom's right. I know.
It's still arts.
It's still arts. It's still arts. I want to say that Arts' Twilight is like, I thought I was listening to Terra Strong. It's that close.
Agreed.
Have we told you that,
If
Arts?
there's anyone to blame for her
Yeah, I
arrest,
remember you guys said like
it's me.
MLP
I
literally
suggest
Terra
the
Strong
Aljavis
Arts. I think
belong
Bruno
to the
said
true
that.
killer,
Yeah.
after all.
I took a screenshot because it made me so happy.
It's a very amazing impression. Like I remember when I heard it, I was like, "What the like?" I think everyone else had they'd heard your voice, and then I was on a call and they said, "Here, check this out, Jared," and I was like, "Okay," and then I heard 2 seconds of you speaking, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Correct me if I'm
Wait a
wrong.
second.
Wasn't this the first time you did Twilight?
On EoJ, yeah. But I've been practicing her for like 8 years.
And
8
it shows.
years.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, it
That
definitely
explains it.
shows.
I took on Scootaloo and Turning's case, and I was able to save them. It
I
only makes
wasn't
sense that I should do the
prepared.
same thing for your
No,
sister.
He's singing.
So you're saying
Can you do that?
If it's all right with you.
Oh, we can't have
I'd like to
Jarvy.
defend
What's my
Sweetie
name?
Belle.
Jarvy.
I don't know, man.
I have Sciervy.
Oh, I
We
love
can't
this
have
part, by
Jarvy
the way.
sing.
to see a friend
right here.
accused of a crime they didn't commit. So I promise we'll also make sure that Sweetie Belle gets the acquittal she
Give me some
deserves.
Twithina. Do it.
Exactly. with Twilight by my side.
And Athena
No,
by
well,
mine.
I love this. I love this so much.
Innocence together.
I love that so
Just
much.
say no, kiss.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whoever,
Bring my sister back to me. We won't let you down, Rarity.
whoever did the mixing there, props.
I
Good
guess
stuff.
I want to pause right here,
Oh, no.
because I do
Ooh.
want to talk
Rainbow.
about how Arts dealt with voicing 4 characters in this one scene. So, Arts, if you could
Yeah.
please
4 characters in the same scene.
please explain yourself.
That's a lot of work.
Explain myself. What do you mean?
You're on trial
Explain
now.
yourself right now.
Well-
You're on trial right now.
How are you able to single-handedly cast so many characters in
Characters
this
at one
scene
time, yeah.
without,
Well,
you know,
one
tripping
thing I feel like
over other voices?
I probably should say that these are recorded separately. So I'm talking to myself, but I'm not going back and forth between the voices. So that makes it easy to
Which makes
keep
sense.
distinct.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then
That is a
also,
very good technique.
when I was practicing the voices, I've been practicing Rainbow Dash for almost as long as Twilight, I think. And the way that I would practice is I would improvise conversations with them. So I've been having like 7 different characters talking to each other for a really long time. So just, with practice, it gets easier and they become more distinct.
It's very true. I can attest to that.
Yeah, same.
I remember, and again, I don't know how long you've been practicing, voice acting, but when we did all the, we held the auditions for all the characters returning for Case 2, and we heard your Apple Boom one, I was like, this is someone who's definitely been doing it for a while, or this is Michelle Cooper.
Yeah.
So let's go with it.
Yeah, I'm very committed to ponies.
You
Pony's
sound
good.
committed to ponies.
I like Pony.
Ponies are pretty
good.
cool.
Pony is good.
Pony good.
Pony, pony, pony. Pony.
Anyway, that's all I
No,
wanted to
also
say.
isn't pretty cool. That's pony.
Pony.
Rainbow Dash is kind of mean.
Picture perfect. Pony, pony, pony.
So that's all you want to say?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Remember, folks, if you want to get good at voice acting, just argue with yourself constantly.
In the mirror.
In the mirror.
I
Loudly.
mean, stand in the mirror.
front of
Don't stand in
everyone.
front of it. Put your feet on the mirror and fall into it and start arguing with yourself.
Exactly.
Disclaimer, I'm not a
Perfect.
voice actor.
Let's move on.
Actually, Twilight? I'm
Oh,
sorry, but
this
I
scene.
feel a little
Oh,
confused
this
about
scene.
this case. I mean, what do we even know for sure?
Do I want to talk about the scene, Al?
We know that
Even
clones were
lightly?
involved.
But I'm not. Yeah, but I'm not pausing.
Yeah.
That's
But
okay.
that's absolutely crazy.
So
We'll get through the
So then
scene.
you would have 2
Yeah, we'll get through the
Julius?
scene.
I
So
was wondering the same thing.
there was a concern for a little bit.
Years.
Well, not a little bit.
You're right.
Quite a
It
bit.
is crazy.
A lot
About
of it.
It's still
about
hard to believe, even
how
though
some people are
Aljavis
having a hard
knows
time
it
following
ain't
what's
true.
going on with this case.
Maybe it'll
So,
help when we go over royal
it was
orders.
Trust
suggested
me,
that
it was a
uh,
lot of things.
it was suggested that
Center around figuring out what
that
he
there should be
did
like a little
and where he
recap
did
scene.
them.
That's a good idea, Twilight.
And I think it did a good job,
But
like
where would we start?
telling everything that happened,
How about when he
Yeah.
and
first
definitely
got home?
definitely with the visuals that
We know
helped
that
out a
was
lot.
when he learned what
For
Turner
sure.
was doing from very
Visual
young.
aids are very important.
And afterwards,
Very.
I have
he
qualms
teleported
with
to
the fact that
Froggy
we
Bottom
even
Bog.
needed one to
Yeah, my main qualm is that
Only place where potent enough
the
poison could be
premises
found.
behind this entire sequence are technically now incorrect because of the events of 2-4, right?
Maybe it was because he thought turning my
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like we had, 2 episodes worth of trials to establish basically an entirely new mystery, which is weird, and it's just logistically added a lot of stress on the ability to retain information about the case.
Why not
So
me
this
try
scene
to
was
get
written
out
more
Twilight
as a utilitarian role than as a narrative role. It adds absolutely nothing to narrative, it's just there to re- input people onto the same base, essentially.
The audience, yeah.
It does its job, it's
It's
just,
a rallying call.
looking at it now, I'm kind of like, Case 2 should not have gotten to the point where we're like, let's have a mid-recap
And we know what
midway through the
happened on
case.
way there. You mean
Yeah,
Scoop
I
was
think
actually
we all
shot
kind of
for
agree that
surprise?
Case
She
2
was
is
distracted by the
more
two
complicated than it should have been.
Right.
those.
Well, it's not like Ace
nothing wrong
Attorney
with,
hasn't done it already.
Not that there's anything wrong with
Anyways,
having complicated like mysteries.
Crash resulted
It just
in the
got a
scooter
little bit
and
messy,
the
just a
left
tiny bit.
handlebar stabbing Royal
In
Order's head.
presentation.
It must
Do you
be
guys think it
Presentation
would
at
have
least.
worked better as
Scootaloo
like
at that
a short in between
that's why she
episodes instead
fled.
of being put into
Thinking
this
you'd
one
stab
specifically?
someone? It'd be too much
That's a
for
good
him.
idea,
Little, little
No,
kid.
I have qualm. Well, we have
That means
previously on
so?
segments to catch up the audience.
That
So
Royal Order?
my issue is
No,
that it's telling that
that
in a series
stabbing
where we
must
have
not have been
previously
fatal
ons, we
since,
also have to have a
based on the
recap
blood
scene.
trail,
That it's
that
so
Royal Order
complicated that
managed
you
to
can't
head
fill it
over
into
to
a
Small
the
little
recap.
side note, but who was the one who made the
Ghost.
scooter icon?
Impaled on the statue's
Oh, no,
base.
not Ghost. Not make the icon. Ghost is playing it
Tools in the
around.
area then ate the
Oh,
body
these
and
icons?
wrapped up in the
I
blood
did.
afterwards.
Yeah, it was
I'm
Al.
talking specifically about the scooter icon.
I did. Or was it you?
Aljavis.
I
Someone
get-
made the scooter icon.
It has to be me because like I know how to use Photoshop, but I know some other people can do it.
That's a really thick scooter icon.
It is a pretty thick scooter icon.
Royal Order.
extra
The one
thick.
that went to the clearing.
Well,
I get it
we
because
determined that it was at the clearing where that
chicken.
royal order died, not
Scootaloo.
at the castle.
Oh my
Jim
goodness.
His
Chicken.
body was found at the castle by Zecora,
Jiminy
with
Cricket.
Diamond Tiara and Silver
Cricket.
Spoon, along with the wagon, silk, capes, and scooter.
The fact that
The
it's still
police
going
arrested Scooter
is
for
like
Yeah.
murder.
Case 2, I will admit, has a problem where there's essentially a lot of dead air, where things are being said,
How did they make it back to the
but
scene?
there isn't actually a lot of inertia going
How
on.
the body get
This
through
help. The visuals do help with kind of mitigating that issue, but it does make it very hard for information otherwise to sort of be rendered in the viewer's mind. Going forward, we've tried to, not to spoil things obviously, but we've tried to make that a little less of an issue by incorporating obviously more visuals, more audio cues, things that make it easier to digest when we are expositing a lot of information, especially when we are just recapping the entirety of a freaking case.
Yeah.
Regardless,
And not even the whole thing. It's kind of like
be everything we know so far.
writing
Yeah.
is a constant process of evolving narratives and recognizing where there are weaknesses post.
Spike has the best comment
How cute keep
about this
dropping
right
everything
here.
that's
yeah, right here.
And
It's kind
there.
of a self-awareness thing.
Yeah.
Wow, the
James and I were like, we gotta put something in here, man. Spike's gotta be us.
Things, sadly.
So where do we go from here?
What we should do first is go to Sweetie Belle. She's probably at the detention center by now.
Scootaloo and Turning Page might be there too, so we should talk to them as well. Maybe we could even speak to Zecora.
No,
if
don't
she's
mention
there.
her name, Twilight.
We'll also
Don't
want to
mention
talk
her
to
name.
Diamond and Silver.
Jared,
Since
you
they were
want to
behind
talk
the
about?
blackmailing, they
your
might
feelings
have
No,
something that could
no, I
help.
don't want to talk about Zecora. No.
Although,
No,
I'm not sure
I'm
if
trying
they'd be
not to
willing
draw
cooperate,
attention to that
considering
monster.
what we
I'm
put them
talking
through
like
today.
Monster.
We'll cross that bridge when
Monster?
we get to it. What else?
There's also the Everfree Forest. Now that we know that the clearing and crossroads were involved, we'll need to investigate
kind of
them
weird.
thoroughly.
Because like
Looks
case
we got our
1 was
game
very
plan. Let's first
poor
head
in
out to the detention
presentation and
center.
went on forever,
Boss,
and
you
I have
coming with
nightmares
us?
about case 1, no joke.
Mhm.
So
I
then
should come
this is
too.
like a
Sweetie
fresh
Belle
restart
needs
to like
me.
experiment and find
I
our
figured you
grip.
would.
Yeah,
And
We did
Rainbow?
pretty good.
I think we
don't
did.
hate
Yeah.
too.
She still doesn't
But
look
also,
happy.
wow,
As
there
much
are
as I
some
don't
things
think
that
it
are
would
just
be a
really
good
annoying
idea
about it
for
that
her
are
and Rarity
set in
to be
stone.
together, Rainbow needs
You have
to
nightmares about
too.
case 1. I have nightmares about case
Probably
2.
want to join us, right?
No,
To
I
check up
okay.
on Scootle?
I want to completely irrelevant. I'll get this
Yeah,
out of the way
I'll
quick. I
come
do have
along.
nightmares about case 1
Applejack?
where
What
I'm
about you?
trapped in the view
I
of the camera
appreciate the
and I'm
offer,
just
Twilight,
sliding
but
between Phoenix
still
and
some
Blue
work
Blood
to do at the
talking
farm.
endlessly
And
for
I
hours
reckon it's
and I
time
can't
I
move
took
my
Apple
body.
Bloom back too.
Just
before
like in
somebody
real
else
court.
causes trouble for us.
Yeah.
I mean,
This
sorry,
project is a
girls.
fucking
I didn't mean
psyop.
to
It
sound
hurts.
insensitive.
Alright,
There's a lot
Applejack.
we do in it.
I understood what
Yeah.
you meant.
I remember for
Well,
that.
just like anything, we learn, we grow, and we become better at it.
Exactly.
What were
It
you
never
What I
ends.
meant.
What were you gonna say, Arts?
Never.
Now come on,
Yeah.
let's be off.
I
Take care,
forgot
y'all.
now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Good luck
Oh
with
no.
Emily. In which case, we'd better
Oh,
get
but I
home
love
before
Applejack and
they
Apple
get
Bloom's
here.
interactions. They're so heartfelt. I love
So
it.
wholesome.
Yeah.
I'm just so bored just
I can't say anything more than that because
going off all over Ponyville.
it's wholesome. It's a cute dynamic.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
healthy
it's so cute.
dynamic.
We're already bringing enough
Oh
people
yeah,
as it is.
this scene like they're adding Trucy and
Daddy,
Hollow to the fray.
I really want to go.
I was a bit iffy about it at first because like, all right, we're having a lot of people
Lot
in
of
an
people,
investigation
yeah.
right now, but at the same time, like they're kind of just doing nothing.
Not a chance, Athena. I'm coming.
Aljavis, that was the exact same thing you said about case 1 as well.
Oh, I know. That's exactly it.
Maybe
At least over there, I had no choice but to add them all because
Well,
I
there's a
didn't want them to
difference
just be
in
nothing.
case 1 logistically requiring more people, and then the narrative case 2 to 5 suddenly requiring more characters to move.
Yeah.
Like the issue is that it is a crowded group at this point.
Yeah.
And
I will give it this though. It's at least done better here.
Gotcha, boss. You ready?
what then in real life?
Just a second. Spike?
No, better than case 1.
I'll be right here when you need me, Twi. Don't
Probably.
you worry. No gold
There's
and
an awkward
say Sweetie
crossover
Belle.
grouping where
We'll
it's
do our
like
best, Spike.
there's
Okay,
20
everyone,
people you need to
let's
move at
get
any given
going.
point and have it counted.
Yeah.
What's
Now we're in the next
Celestia
scene.
doing?
Thing that I want to bring up that I saw a lot in 2.5, which kind of made me laugh. People hate Rainbow, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I get it, but also like she's kind of got a point.
It's guard number 2.
Oh, it's guard too.
Oh, it's everyone's favorite. He's so everyone's favorite.
We love to hate him. I mean that
Oh, yeah.
in a nice way.
I remember like seeing people really hating guard 2 in like
Are they still here?
2-1 and 2-2. So the writers
decided to take advantage of that.
Yeah, take advantage of that. We just made him even meaner.
Turning in Bear's house right now?
Not to mention
Considering his no
Destro
personality.
absolutely selling the savagery of
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Destro's just killing it as this guard.
I've expected that to happen.
Fine.
This was written before
Questions to ask anyway.
EoJ 3
Yes.
kind of not soft redeemed, quote unquote, but kind of was like
Diamond Tiara and
maybe
Silver Spoon.
guard number 2 isn't all guard number 2-y.
Then they were later released with
It explains his attitude, but it doesn't excuse his attitude.
It's just an explanation, while also
Yeah,
kind of
it's
saying
suggested, yeah.
there are other things at play.
For guessing why that is.
Also because I was kind of tired of people getting mad at guard number 2 and because
Yeah.
he's mean. Because I get it, but it's like, guys, sometimes some characters are just dicks.
Yeah, people
Sucks.
are some
But
just
some
dicks.
characters
Yeah.
just, they're just mean.
You know, they are characters meant to help, and there are characters that meant to get in your way. This is one character that gets in the way.
Anything else?
Just one more thing, actually. Is Private Eye still in Canterlot?
That's like the benefit of like writing everything as it's going on. Because like if it was just like written like already, he wouldn't be as like assholish as he is right now. But
Yeah,
now
oh my
that
God,
now
I love that
that
one.
now that we know that the fans absolutely hate his guts, we decided to make him more of a dick.
In any case,
It's funny.
Miss Sweetie
Keep it
Belle
going.
was released from
Keep the bit
Twilight
going.
time.
Let's make it a little more realistic here. Not everybody around the world is nice and friendly and supportive. Some people are absolute jerks.
Some people are just straight up
Right.
dicks.
No.
My Little Pony maybe needed a
Thank
character
you
like
for your
that.
help.
But the show already has Rainbow Dash. What are you talking about?
Hey.
Boo!
Boo.
She's a soft antagonist.
This is just like in Turnabout Storm.
Then we should do just that. Let's go, everyone.
Alright, I'm gonna get cancelled. Maybe that'll get us a new bond members.
New bonds
I'm
of
going
just
to stay here.
Remember, if you become a YouTube member, you too can shit on Jarvy Jared and his shit opinions.
As soon as she gets out.
But don't you need an attorney to even
Did I sell it?
Ah,
Felix, maybe you have to say
right.
it.
Well,
Over here.
yes, but-
Suddenly,
What
we
if
see the
someone
reason
else-
why Apollo came with
I'll
us.
stay here with Rarity.
You
Aljavis.
will, Polly? Really?
Yes.
I said
Did I
so,
ever make the
Donna.
comment to
What's
you
the
that
matter?
the timing is really weird of where Private Eye is and isn't because he goes to Canterlot and back in like 2
Hey,
hours
come on. I
and
don't hate
also
everything
does a
about this
different
world,
thing.
you know?
Call ahead
Besides,
to 2-8,
I'd like to help out
2-7.
Rarity, even if it's just
Also,
about legal
small little
advice.
side tangents.
what I can.
Apollo, you actually care about this
Appreciate
world?
it, darling. And this has absolutely
Sage.
nothing to do with the fact that she's letting you use
What
her
a guy,
histrionics
what a
lover
man.
here. Not at all.
It's not
Like,
my
we're
fault.
talking about Apollo here, the
said,
guy that wanted
don't
absolutely
hate
nothing to do with this world,
Rarity,
and now he's
for
like,
instance.
I don't hate everything.
What's
The slow transition to Brony is
Fine.
real.
Yeah.
She
Baka
takes
baka.
herself seriously. I can appreciate
You
it.
can't stop it.
So once he starts getting merch, it's all over, right?
You're a charming young
Oh,
man,
gosh.
aren't you?
Right.
All right.
I tried to
so-
deliver that line
I'll meet
as
up with you later at the
little
airport.
flirtatious as possible,
Right.
I don't know if I
I'll
succeeded.
take it.
But the pose did not help.
Yeah, the pose didn't help.
No.
It was amazing.
Just
Okay, the fans
uh,
picked up on it, and now we have another
by the way,
problem.
someone
Yeah, we
commissioned
have
me
no
to draw
shits.
those two,
What?
so
Why was
Shut
the
up.
door left unlocked?
Holding
Miss
hands,
Devotion
right?
forgot about it?
Hoof in hand.
She doesn't have hands.
Sure.
Hoofs in
Maybe
hands.
Rainbow Dash forgot to lock it after she
Sicko.
arrived.
I don't have
I
hands.
don't see her around.
Darling.
They're clouds.
Princess Twilight, Miss Sykes.
Hey, it's her.
Suppose I should have expected you.
I haven't
Fair devotion.
All of you.
Fair devotion.
She seems
Yeah.
Put you in that back. That's cute. That's
Yeah.
nothing bad could ever happen.
melancholy.
They look
Aw.
so happy on their wedding
yeah,
day.
this cut
Cruel.
this
I like
background
this
art.
background a lot.
This background
This
art made
background's
by
great.
Saturn, aka Beppy.
It's all
Beppy!
right, Princess Twilight. But what are you
Wait, who
doing
made this
here?
background?
The tri-
Beppy.
Saturn,
Oh,
aka
nice.
Beppy.
Oh,
But we wanted
right.
to
Oh,
stop by and check out
right.
Scootaloo and Turning Page. You know, see how they're doing.
You can't
I
really
love
see it,
Beppis.
but
That's
like
rather
at the
considerate of
at the
you,
far right
Miss Sykes.
side over here, it's supposed to show turning as a little baby, and it's
Little baby.
Yeah.
and
Oh
it's
my
Fair
God.
Devotion holding him.
They're right over here.
The little baby pony.
Turning's already so cute. I don't think I can handle that.
You know what's really funny about this background? I just realized
What's that?
the coffee has the steam frozen.
It's
Oh, yeah.
really hot coffee.
Yeah, this was before we did that.
It's a really, really hot cup of coffee.
This is before we had animated backgrounds.
How are you doing, Scootaloo?
And those VJ3, actually. So that's funny.
Mhm.
VOJ.
Let Scootaloo speak, Rainbow.
Right, yeah. Sorry.
See, what I like about this little dynamic between Rainbow and Scootaloo
Okay,
is
I guess.
it shows that Rainbow actually has her heart in the right place. She just
Right,
is
it's kind of redeeming.
so protective. Scootaloo, it translates to animosity towards the pony who hurt Scootaloo, Sweetie Belle.
Yeah.
And people seem to forget that that's kind of the point.
Right.
Like, Rainbow isn't
Protect
being
little
mean for
sister.
being mean. She's being mean because she's scared.
Exactly.
EoJ
That's how
to
she's been
anyone?
in the show as well.
EoJ.
Yeah.
Princess Twilight.
She's
It's
also a little
I
bit
hope
overzealous.
people are like, I hope you guys don't make Rainbow like mean and I don't know, cruel
It's
or
like-
whatever. It's like we haven't. She's just
She
responding
Rainbow
to
is
a
being
stressful
Rainbow.
situation.
it's just Rainbow being Rainbow, like,
Yeah,
and it's
she's a bit
not
of a hothead,
She is.
but she means well.
And I
Everybody
suppose
reacts
you
to stress
think
differently.
that-
Some go in a complete panic mode, others go on the
It was
offense.
only Twilight and me.
Yes,
Mhm.
and I am grateful for your efforts in defending Turning Page and Scootaloo. But I must also thank Princess Luna.
Oh yeah, setting up
Why
2-6
would you
here.
think
Setting up
her?
2-6.
She tried to pin the blackmailing on
Foreshadowing.
you. Aren't you the least bit mad about that?
On the contrary, I was well aware that Princess Luna planned to accuse me from the very beginning.
What? You were?
Yes,
Mhm.
Princess Luna actually proposed
I have
the
to
idea
wonder
to me
though,
before
given the
trial
situation
began.
that almost literally anyone knew about this trial but Athena and Twilight, how would Luna
Of
have
course,
pulled that
Princess
off?
Twilight. How could I refuse?
Because she
The lives
tried to
of my
trust
son and his
Athena
friend were on the
to help
line.
her out, lead
I would have
to
done anything
where
to prove their
she wants to
innocence.
go. Because we gotta remember in 2, 3, and 2,
Besides, it
4,
worked out in the end,
Luna
as
was
I hoped it
leading
would.
Athena.
Thanks to Princess Luna accusing me, you two were able to expose the truth and get Turning and Scootaloo's acquittal.
That's all that trust is.
Talk about self-
The
Yes,
truth.
I'm just
Maybe this
wondering
is
in
where
my
Turning
head,
gets
like,
that from when you
how
think
on
about it.
earth were you able to
Hang
get
on a
so many
second.
people to tell
Does
you,
that
hey,
mean
this
Luna
is what
was
I'm
aware
going to
that the
do,
magazines
but
were
the two
reflected in the
once
house?
protagonists of our
The
story?
possibility had crossed her mind, yes, but she had no way
Suggestion.
of proving it. She decided
hope for the
instead
best.
to work with how the evidence was discovered and hope that the defense would
And I
be
mean,
able
it's
to
Princess Luna.
provide
You want to say no to the
alternative
princess?
Which led to us learning that
She's
the
showing her authority.
had planted the
Yeah.
magazines here.
theory.
Bow to my authority.
This intricacy. It's almost as if Luna knows everything about the case. It makes me wonder why she even bothered prosecuting Turning and Scootaloo in the first
Is it
place.
just me, or is Devotion's hair a little transparent back there?
Everything, remember?
No, doesn't look like it.
Phone until we were able to
Aljavis,
prove
go
it
back,
existed.
please.
And
Oh,
Nah, I don't
let's
think-
keep
no.
going.
We kinda don't need to.
Alright.
Not until Sonata and Private Eye revealed
I
it to her.
actually, it looked like Devotion's hair was like a little
So,
transparent.
if she was
Maybe
so
from
the- maybe
sure
from
about
fading.
Scootaloo and Turning Page innocent,
This moment was brought to you by Polish Gang.
Oh, Maria Moonlight, thank you for the super chat. Gotta head out celebrating my
Thank you for
B-Day,
your
but wanted to
super
give
chat.
y'all
Hey, happy
something before
birthday.
heading out. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Maria! Happy birthday!
Have a lovely sales
Happy
gift.
birthday
to
you.
Happy birthday to you.
Don't worry, it's in the public domain.
Happy birthday, dear Maria. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Manticore.
We're all on the same
With
side.
Scootaloo and all her crew.
Reminds me, has Princess Luna
Happy
expressed any
birthday,
knowledge about
congratulations.
I'm not going- oh,
Happy
okay.
birthday with salutations.
I
synchronized.
Happy
I shouldn't be able to see.
birthday, may your
Jarvy.
skies
Welcome to the
remain
DC,
true.
everybody.
Jarvy.
Remember when the audio
no
was turned off
reason,
at the beginning?
really.
I bet
Yeah,
someone
I do.
never figured out.
If it hadn't been for that tip,
Someone was saying my name while I was in the middle of
involved,
singing. Wow.
and Princess Luna wouldn't have had to
It was me,
resort to
So
Jarvy.
over.
accusing me.
We do plan on asking Private
can't
Eye
say that,
later
that's
to
not
see if
funny.
he knows anything about it.
That's why I said it.
Then I do hope you are able to discover its sender.
Now we're on to Scootaloo's side.
Twilight? Yes, Scootaloo?
Uh-oh, she's gonna
Uh-oh.
cry.
Oh,
Really worried about Sweetie Belle. You said that you
Aww.
weren't able to talk to her at the detention center?
I'm sure this won't come
No,
bite her in the
weren't.
butt anytime
But
soon.
as we said,
No, it wouldn't.
Rarity's there,
Aw.
along with Apollo.
Not in the series.
How
She
could
won't be
you?
alone. Don't worry.
How could this
Well, if you are able to talk
It's kind of like a
her,
contrast to like
I'm
how
going to ask if she'd let you defend her.
Rainbow was
Rarity already
like
gave us permission,
reacting to
so
Sweetie
we do
Belle.
plan on offering Sweetie
Rainbow
Belle
was like
directly.
being like,
Yes.
oh, she
That's
deserved what happened. Like, how
good
could
to
she? While
hear.
Scootaloo's just still
Right.
worried about her.
What's wrong, Scootaloo?
The school at this point does not know
I
why
don't know.
Sweetie
It's
was in the
just
forest.
yeah.
Case, royal orders, Sweetie Belle, everything.
So she's just, my
I'm
friend is in
scared,
danger.
I think.
Yeah, that's all she cares
I
about.
don't
That's
know
her
what's going
friend.
to happen next. And what I did to royal order, well, one of them anyway. how I
One of
accidentally
them.
Oh,
One
dear.
of them.
with my
Oh boy, this is how
Spoiler.
childhood trauma is being created.
You guys wanted to traumatize all the Phillies in this case.
She doesn't even fully remember.
Listen, you
Having to
gotta
recall
realize,
something pleasant you did is
trauma is what builds
admittedly
character
never
in
a great
stories.
feeling.
Jesus.
Yeah, but it also leads
Not
to
necessarily
anxiety problems.
Scootaloo, just like with you today. And no matter what might have happened,
Adversity, yes. Trauma, no.
I can't
Right.
say for certain what Sweetie Belle did or didn't do at the statue that night. But
I'm
whatever
sure
it was,
that their
we'll find
friendship
out.
will be
And soon
okay
it'll
at
show
the
us that she
end.
didn't kill anyone.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Chin up, kid.
Yeah, it will be fine.
Athena and Twilight will clear
I
her
love
Rainbow's
Twilight just stirring up drama right here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
It's
not
just
what
a
you
friendship.
said earlier at the castle.
Prince of Friendship, everybody.
Oh, well, it's just
Roast.
what Applebloom said.
Oh god.
Rainbow Dash? What's Twilight talking
I mean, she's
about?
holding her accountable.
What did you say earlier? It's
Uh-oh.
well, look.
Busted.
Sweetie Belle wasn't exactly being all that helpful when you
Pursuit caught
were
plays.
arrested, remember?
Well,
We're still a little miffed about that.
You can't sweep that all under the rug, Rainbow. Sometime soon, you'll have to come clean about what you're really feeling. Not
Wasn't this
just for
before
Sweetie Belle's
BOJ
sake,
too?
yours as well.
Oh,
Um,
I understand.
think?
I think it
I
was.
guess I'm so
Maybe.
bothered by that too.
Or no.
But it
Bro, I
doesn't
don't
make me
remember.
any less
I
worried.
kinda
Our
don't
production
remember right
cycle
now.
is so
Our
weird,
best
I can't
Scootaloo.
keep track of
Especially
dates.
around this time, it's super
Thank
weird.
you, Athena.
So
Like,
what Turning said
okay,
is true.
real quick, can we say,
What do you mean, Miss
I
Devotion?
don't remember anything
When I
about
came
these
to pick him
productions
and
either,
Scootaloo up,
but they
he told
feel
me
like
that
they
Sweetie
happened
Belle was
instant.
arrested.
Does anyone else have that
Yeah.
memory?
It was
I kinda
proven that
do.
she
It's
was
a
No.
bit.
in the forest
Yeah.
that night. But she wasn't involved in Royal Order's
don't-
death. It's just a coincidence.
Chat is saying BOJ2 is before
Something-
2-3. We mean, when was
We
BOJ2
meant when was like released,
released?
What did she
not
do?
timeline wise.
I would
Miss
hope we would
Devotion.
know timeline.
Yeah, we should know the timeline.
We had that entire recap.
It's all possible for us to ask you a few questions about your husband. It might help us clear
Everyone's
Sweetie
like,
Belle's name.
oh.
Oh.
So, what would you
Oh.
like to know?
We learned during the trial that for the past month, Royal Order's been away in Canderlot.
This is where we learn about Royal Order
He
himself.
offered vacations,
Who is Royal
but
Order?
turned them down.
Who the hell's
And
He's
Royal
an,
Order?
he is an order that's royal.
It's more
A
than
royal
just
order.
if I'm being honest.
Royal
My
stinky.
husband's job.
Yes, it's something you get at a restaurant, right? The royal order.
It does, yes. You stole the joke right out of my lips.
It's only for the most
Right out
regal
of
of
the lips,
customers.
Right out of my lips.
Oh, wow.
Say anything about why you'd been spending so much time
Are you
away?
moisturizing your lips,
Well,
Julius?
no.
You know
not
it.
really. He kept his reasons to himself.
Mother blocked.
Yeah. There's no doubt about it.
Mother
She's
blocked.
hiding something.
Later,
Seems like he may know
Eclipse.
the reason. But as long
Gotta
as
keep
he hears
nice,
you, we're not
smoochable
gonna get
lips,
out of him.
just in case.
Because he spent so much time away,
Huh?
Canterlot had
Situation.
almost become
You
his
said that,
second
but
home
turning
to
with
him.
pages on
He
screen,
had
so
a
I.
travel
What are you
case prepared
talking
for
about?
him.
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I was looking away when I said it.
We could see it?
Oh,
Lol.
I'm afraid not. It was seized by the police yesterday.
My turtle did a
According
flip
to
in his
that
tank, and I
Canterlot
was
investigator,
pogging.
It was important
That's
evidence.
awesome.
You mean
Oh.
no, tentacle. I forgot about that line. Oh.
Yeah.
You'll have to ask him about it.
We'll make sure to do that.
That was
Oh
weird.
man, I hate
His
it.
devotion acted like she couldn't remember his name. But I didn't detect any hint of sudden recognition when Twilight mentioned
Yeah,
it.
the bag is gonna be super important next episode. Oh, I love this part.
What today's
Oh, me
date
too.
is?
Oh, this was not
Well, it's
dabbing the knife and then twisting it some more.
Why?
Of all the places for Mr.
Happy
Rick to start,
birthday.
It is.
Happy day.
I love that line. And just like, why was supporting about today? I don't get it.
Wanted to know if I was right.
Sorry. What was it you noticed?
This calendar hanging on the wall. See?
Oh, I love Juicy's
Big
voice.
circled in red here.
Yeah.
Kaylin, good.
We love Kaylin.
One's amazing.
Plan on doing
Shout out to
something with
Kaylin.
your husband
Shout out to
today, Mr.
Kaylin.
Devotion?
Aljavis, pause.
It is Valentine's Day
Oh.
after
Ah,
all.
right. You have something you want to say.
Okay, so
You have the sexy jazz.
no, not that.
Do
so,
the sexy jazz.
Let's do a little bit of a rewind back to case 1. So,
Yes.
case 1 all happened over the course of a single day, February 13th. Case 2
Yes.
starts at February 14th. This odd coincidence of Hearts and Hooves Day being the second case
Wasn't a
is
coincidence.
Yes.
It was-
Well, explain, Aljavis, why those dates?
Well, when I first wrote the original scripts, like, I didn't intend it to be on Valentine's Day or Hearts and Hooves Day at first. I was just like, oh, well, this is too perfect. But the writers like took it even further. You want to explain that part, Jarvy?
We just decided that hey, it all lines up.
It's-
Hearts and Hooves Day is a super, emotional time. We can place characters in a certain position so that depending on that particular day, they are in certain places. We can add a little bit of an emotional reason for this day to matter, so that when the day falls apart, it's even more tragic. So Royal died on. Basically, it was just one of those writerly discussions where I realized that hey, this is a great way to condense a day into a bunch of series of events that lead to a lot of misfortune. Not much of a coincidence so much as an evolved plan.
Yeah. It just happened to be on Hearts and Hooves Day, and we took advantage of that.
Yeah, fucking die.
Yeah. Father died.
Damn.
Two
Life fall apart.
Life's falling apart. There's love
No,
in the
love
air.
is a theme in this entire case too. So
Love is a theme in this entire case.
love is in bloom.
Hey, Bloom.
It is still interesting to see that those days aligned the way they did. It's a great way of making a coincidence actually be a plot important detail.
Yeah, it really
Thank you,
is.
placeholder, for the
Thank you,
generous
placeholder.
$2.
Happy
Thanks for
late
that.
Single Awareness Day.
Placeholder?
Oh, okay. So is that all you want to
so
say?
That's
Jerboe?
that's the point that I wanted to talk about. So let's move on.
Okay, let us be moving on.
Hey, Miss Devotion?
I mean, it is Valentine's Day after all.
One thing I also want to say about the calendar is that, like, when I made the art of that calendar,
Yes.
I made sure that
It's a holiday where
their
we give
handwriting
special
is
attention to
different
forms of
enough to
freedom.
make it look like
Or your special
everyone
something.
hoofwriting, or in this case, like
Mouth writing.
horn
Magic
no,
writing.
not magic
Wolf
writing.
writing.
That they're all
Horn
different.
Or in a relationship
Like
On Hearts
with
and
Fair
Hooves,
Devotion, it's a little messy, but there's a little bit of elegance to it.
So it's exactly
Royal
She
Orders
is a
is a
teacher
little bit,
after all.
yeah. Royal Orders is a little bit like
To your question,
stricter with
yes,
with
I
the
did
horn
have
writing,
plans
while
today.
turning page it's like
Royal
just straight up
Thai,
messy,
we're going
almost
to go to a fancy
unreadable.
restaurant for dinner.
Oh,
But
He
we
is-
had to cancel it
he is
after that whole
child.
incident
He is
with
child.
Rich.
He is
Child
precious
has
bean.
not
That way
learned
no one
the
was
Wolf
home when I came to
motorics
get
yet.
turning to a night
Well, it makes
ago.
sense for the teacher to have
Yes,
good
I
penmanship,
was out
or
at the time,
whatever it is in
canceled my dinner
pony.
reservations.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pen pony
Here-
ship.
And-
Will ship.
And keep in
There's
mind,
only a select few
Obviously,
ponies
that
that
doesn't
have
matter
the
anymore.
hoof dexterity to ride like a regal.
yeah.
Demand anything from us.
Um,
her daughter did.
I want
I
to
oughta
draw
turn
attention to a
page.
meme Nox
That
made
is
in our
quite
Team
enough
Cakewalk
of
server.
your
It's very
Oh, God.
appropriate.
But Mom, surely you can see that it wasn't right.
Yes, and it also wasn't right to attack those fillies either. Need I remind you of what it led to?
It is
More
kind of
attention
my
from
fault,
mother and son.
isn't it? I mean, you had to
Mothers
cancel
gotta
your
protect their
plans,
child.
And then Father, he
I'm so sorry, Miss Devotion.
Top Pickering Fall, killing
I
it.
didn't mean to drag up sad memories.
Oh.
It's all right.
One thing I forgot to
Okay.
mention,
We'll find a way.
this is the first
We
time,
always have.
well, not the
What
first
about
time,
Miss Deb?
but like,
I feel
actually, wait a minute,
like
it's not this one, it's
Why
2-6.
that?
Turning?
Oh.
Well, because she and my
Spoilers.
Ah, this part.
she's probably the closest pony to her.
Really? Is that true, Miss Devotion?
Yes, it is. We're close.
Yeah, you might say they have the same voice actors.
Sound like a poker voice. Poker
It's like
voice.
it's like they're the same person.
In any case, I think
It's
we should
like
let these kids rest.
They kissed in college
They've
or
had a
something.
long-
No, we weren't saying we weren't
Julius.
saying that, but you said the quiet part out loud.
Dirty man.
Why didn't you take so
Thanks for the spit take, Julius.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I did remember that in the. I did remember that in like the premiere chat of this episode. People thought we're like, oh yeah, they lovers. Those two are
Waka
lovers.
waka.
Waka waka. You have the horn ready.
Oh my
Of
god.
course. The horn is next to me at all times.
I guess that makes you really horny,
Till the
Julie.
very end.
Someone gave up the ability to do something today to watch this stream.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
Also, this is a nice touch
I'm
that
sorry.
Viella made, adding the hearts to this background that she made.
It's so cute.
Yeah, the balloon strings definitely don't make him look like a changeling.
By
If-
the
if-
way, did anyone else
Oh.
get the feeling that Miss Devotion?
They're gonna fly away. There they go.
Oh, she is. Definitely.
He's gonna get up on Twilight's
But
back.
What could it be?
Yep.
And
Who's gonna ride her like a pony?
If it could help us figure
Exactly
out what
like a
really
horse.
happened to Royal Order,
Come
I
on,
don't
Twilight,
know
let's
why
go
she would
flying.
Keep it to herself.
Yeah.
Are you thinking that she might be involved in his death?
Be Starlight because
don't
Sheridan
know.
voiced Barbie.
She might just.
That
be
is
trying
true.
To protect
Who's
someone.
Sheridan?
This
No,
is
true.
for
true.
the case, I don't think Fair Devotion's about to tell us what she knows.
What sound man?
At least, not at the moment.
I said that
I
Sheridan
guess
for
that's
you.
True.
That is
Where
pretty
to next,
Sheridan
then,
for you.
Twilight?
I think we'd better go and visit Diamond Tiara's house. I can't say I'm really looking forward to that.
Me neither. But,
Oh,
yeah,
I just
let's
saw
get
the
going.
chat.
Oh, I saw
Um,
the chat. I will
was
gladly
hilarious.
do that picture for you as a commission.
Oh my god.
I will
Oh,
gladly
Neil.
do it.
Cadet, it's your art.
Cadet, it is your art.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about it.
You want to you want to pause here?
Yeah,
Let's pause here.
if you please. So, I drew this on a live stream, and I didn't tell anybody what it was for.
You did it
wow.
on a live stream?
Yes, I did.
She did do it. I watched it,
I,
and I was
Oh, I
laughing
wasn't
the
there
entire
for it.
time.
I feel bad.
I
Also-
live stream very frequently on Twitch, so sometimes I
That's-
just do backgrounds for stuff that I'm working on.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I didn't
that's-
think that this is
And no one will
that's
ever
amazing.
know.
Cadet, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's twitch.tv/CadetRedShirt on Twitch, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I also do
Wow.
a bunch of like voice acting redeems for that as well. But there's also like a sketch redeem. But anyway, when I first did this, I had like I was given free reign for what the room would be like. I don't even remember if I was given like any super like intense details about anything. You know, just the basic thing like have a bed, have a nice set of doors, we need a trash can. That was like the main thing.
Yeah. We basically just said like just have those specific things, and whatever you think that Diamond Tiara's room looks like, do it.
Yeah.
And she made it
Apparently,
gorgeous.
Diamond Tiara is a fan of manga.
Yes, yeah. I
believe it.
put in there a couple drawings. Those were funny sketches too, because I asked chat for some suggestions on what to draw for the sketches. And then I also added a like Trixie signed poster kind of thing, because I thought that would be really funny. That at this point, because like what season was that Alicorn amulet episode return?
Season 3.
Oh.
That was 3. Okay, yeah. So it was like right after that Diamond Tiara was like, oh, well, I've been a fan of her this whole time. Like that was what I wanted to sort of convey. And I wanted to go with a lot of sort of angular pieces, but give it a dreamlike vibe. So that's why there's a lot of like hanging lace and the little stars, and then like decals of clouds on the wall. I think
of course, Diamond Tiara has her own portrait of herself.
Yes, yeah. It was funny because in the stream I did that first, and I was like, I want to have this in here as like a thing that maybe her dad commissioned. Like her dad commissioned somebody to draw this.
He has the money for it.
So, but the color palette was the strangest thing for me, because I didn't want it to blend into her at all, obviously. But so like the big bear is very like muted in comparison, and where I thought the characters would be in the center, there's a giant like the dark dresser. Yeah, I wish I had the stream still up on Twitch, but I don't. I didn't download it either because I'm a dingus. But I was talking about every single piece when I was making it. I remember most of what I was talking about, but thank you.
I like the fact on her dresser she has 4 other tiaras.
Yes, yeah, she's got one for every day of the week for school. That was what I said. That's what I said. I was like, she needs one for every day of the week, every school day. She can't go to
I never noticed that detail. That's actually really funny.
It's incredibly important.
Yeah, it's incredibly important. She also has like a ton of stuff just strewn about her room. I was like, I'm adding things that I would assume like a child would play with, as well as stuff that like her dad would have given her.
And
which is why
they include plush toys, of course.
Yes, giant plushes, because those are the things like her dad would be like, I love you this much. Like that was my thought process. You know what I mean?
He's actually kind of a decent dad sometimes.
Yeah. No, he is though. He gets shown that way throughout the rest of the series.
You just made him a better father just by giving just by showing. Just by showing these plushies in the background.
Look, man, he can't help it that he died. Okay.
Wait, is that a shining armor plushie in the bottom right corner?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
The shining armor plushie. Yeah, there's a shine. I was like, if we go back a couple frames without Diamond Tiara and the text up, because there's like a little still before then, if at all possible. But there. I hid a bunch of things. There's clothes on the floor. There, like, she even has like very fancy outfits that obviously she's never worn in the show, but I wanted her to have a collection of things that would look high end because her dad would spend that money on her. He has said in the show, like, anything for my little girl. So I'm like, there you go. She's got like a set of glass slippers over there as well. Yeah.
Because she's a princess.
Yeah, she's a little princess.
Yeah. But I wanted to add a bunch of princess. Things like that. Even like the lamp by her bed is like a little star constellation one. I went overboard with it. I didn't tell anybody else all of these details. I just put it in the chat and was like, all right, I made it. It's done. But there's just a lot of things that I was like wanting to, talk about in it.
Yeah, when she posted it, everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's so good!" I was just in the corner going,
You're like, I watched it become a reality.
"You fools know not what you're looking at."
Yeah. She's got like pen and paper on one of her bedside tables. The little lamp is like from when she was even younger and had a smaller room, that sort of thing. But I tried to incorporate as many small details and then also like the ornate door, like things that I would assume like a wealthier person would have. And when I made this, actually, I said in the stream, I totally would believe that Diamond Tiara would bully her parents into giving her the master bedroom. So
Most
this is the
assured.
master bedroom. This is the master bedroom that she took over. That was what I said. I'm like, that's my fanon about the room, I guess. Like,
It made me laugh for a solid 5 minutes.
That's a good like headcanon right there.
Because I kept replaying the scenario in my head and it just kept getting funnier and funnier each time.
It works though, doesn't it? Like she's like,
It does.
I want the master bedroom. Like I need all my space. Like
And the parents are just like, TT, honey, please, no, we live in there. She's like, no, I need it for all my stuff.
Yeah. So
what am I, a mole? I can't have it all in one spot. I need to spread it about. And
Yeah,
they're just
exactly.
More, I am a pony.
and they're like, Diamond, no. And eventually they cave.
like yeah, the mom was like no, but the dad was like, I mean
Anything.
I mean,
she'll be out in a couple years, right? She'll be an adult pony.
that's the funny thing. No, she
Yeah.
won't.
So yeah, that's why I was like, there's a lot of little things like that, and I'm very happy with how it turned out.
Absolutely
It is
wonderful.
adorable.
It's amazing.
Thank
It's one of my
you.
favorites.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's all you want to say?
Yes, yeah. I wanted to nerd out about my sort of like reasons for a lot of things. Oh, and she has a gold trash can, by the way. It's not.
Course.
It's not a regular
Of
trash
course.
can.
If you're
It's
gonna
also claw-footed, like a
Yep.
bathtub.
Hey, you may laugh about a golden trash can, but that gives like 25% of the resale value.
It's true. It's
It is
very
true.
true. She makes money by throwing away the trash.
Yeah. Stardew references.
All right, you ready to move on?
I
Yes.
think so. Yes.
Yay.
I think. Oh, sorry. The other
Oh.
doodles. The other doodles are her drawing things.
Ah.
So she's trying her best to draw.
Oh
things.
my god, that's adorable.
Wait,
Yeah.
is that
I
the
see,
one
like,
at the
a little
bottom
stick.
left?
What
The drawing at the bottom left, behind next to Trixie. Is that
is what?
glasses?
What?
It's Silver Spoon.
No.
Oh,
it's
is
me.
it? Oh,
Oh,
I thought
it's
it was
you?
Sonata.
It's me. I did a
It's
self-insert. It's
Yeah,
my
a
OC in there.
self-insert.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's like the glasses.
It's mine.
It tur-
Hiding.
It turns out that your OC is actually Diamond Tiara's OC.
Yeah,
Oh my
basically.
God.
Whoa.
Oh,
I don't know if
mystery
anybody
begins.
here has seen what my OC actually looks like either.
She's such a
Red, it's-
cutie.
She's
It's
red.
adorable.
She has
She's adorable.
glasses.
That's that's my channel's avatar.
I'm very bad at
my Sona
describing.
is different.
Yeah.
Also, I love the very simplistic Poyo character on the right.
Boyo. Hi.
Does Kirby exist in this universe?
He does. He does now.
I would believe it.
Oh, someone's asking what your channel name is, Cadet.
Might as well link it in the chat, by the way.
Oh, okay. I can type it out really quick.
Let's keep going, Al.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, I am ready to continue.
Twitch.tv/CadetRedShirt on Twitch or CadetRedShirt on YouTube.
Yeah, I sing on YouTube.
She do good sing.
Yes, this is Phoenix Wright and his daughter.
And there's
Trixie.
Silver Spoon, the other character that MLPArts voices.
It's a very good Silver Spoon.
It is a
Thank you.
amazing Silver Spoon.
Diamond Tiara, right? It's really nice to meet you.
Now, Silver Spoon, I have not been practicing for years. I did it for the first time in the audition. Did not think I had a chance.
What?
Yeah.
That's really funny because I don't remember Silver Spoon's canon voice anyway.
She wasn't really like a highly featured character.
No.
Unfortunately.
She was like practically a background character.
Actually, we're just here to ask a few questions.
She just kind of winged it.
Well,
Just like
I
us.
don't have a choice here.
Oh yeah.
Daddy will probably make my punishment even worse if I don't cooperate. What about you, Silver?
PBW continues to amaze me.
My beloved is so talented.
Bailed his daughter out, but Mr. Rich still
Just the fact that she does Diamond Tiara and Zakora.
Guess he's not the rich
Very
snob I
different
imagined
ranges
he'd
right
be.
there.
Beautiful
Well,
dynamic,
I think
yeah.
it'd
Yes.
be
My
best if we
favorite
stuck
card
with
zone,
Diamond.
yes.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on! We already
I
had a
love
test
Diamond
on
Tiara's
my
whininess.
part.
Yeah.
Do it again?
PBW does that
That's
very
not
well.
what I meant, Diamond Tiara. I just wanted to clarify.
I mean, it
what
makes
you
sense
meant
because,
about it,
like,
really.
I remember in
And
the 1-2
besides,
Director's commentary that she mainly does like villains, specifically Chrysalis.
All right.
Yep.
But there really isn't that much to talk
Her
about.
Chrysalis
No wonder
is
she took the
wonderful.
Diamond
I'd like
Tiara.
to ask anyway. First of all,
I guess she
was
just
there
loves
anything wrong in
being
what
villains,
you
I
discovered
guess.
during the trial as to the events of the night
Who
of
doesn't
murder?
like being a villain?
It
I
is
mean, you're
fun.
right.
Cool.
Exactly
And yet her main OC is like this lovable, floofy.
I know, it's so...
I don't know if I've ever
10
actually
minutes
voiced a
before we set the
villain.
blackmail negotiations for
You would
going
make a
down.
good villain, Cadet.
And you already know the rest.
Maybe. We'll see.
I believe
Shut
it.
up. We got into
Me
a
too.
fight, and that cold through my tiara
There's a little
sword.
bit of darkness lingering inside you.
Tiara back,
Man, knowing the context of like those tiaras in the back,
And then you make the cutest little oh.
Sorry.
It's a lie. There's no darkness within you. There is only sunshine and rainbows.
Everything you said during the trial.
Oh, I
You're
should.
gonna say
Is it true,
Aldo
though?
about the diamond tiaras in the background.
yeah, like I just knowing the context of those tiaras in the background, like she saved
It's
one of her tiaras down the gorge because she needs it for that specific day.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly. She's
understand.
like,
That
I
is her
can't-
most precious tiara.
Himself and his mother.
It's her Monday
yeah.
tiara.
That was a
Yeah.
surprise.
Or maybe her Wednesday tiara. When was the 14th?
Hear about turning page.
In this series, I
Never
believe
saw
it was
anything else while
Tuesday.
you were running away?
Tuesday tiara. There you go.
Sounds familiar.
I should bring up very quickly because I know James will yell at me if I don't. This is Luke Atmy's theme.
So it's not like I
This
could've
is Luke
known
Atmy's
that.
theme.
That's it.
That
That's all I've got.
must mean neither of them saw Sweetie
Kind of
Belle in the
fits,
forest.
I guess, the
Why are you
lovable,
asking us
goofy,
all this anyway?
bratty dynamic.
You already know everything that happened that night?
We have a good idea of most of the events. Yeah?
Then why are you bothering asking us again?
It's because we need your help. You see,
Hmm.
Sweetie Belle's been arrested on suspicion of being involved with those very same events.
And then they actually care.
They actually
That's the
care.
shocked one.
Why?
Her blood was
Yeah,
found
Silver
next to
Spoon,
the
why?
blood found at the
Why
Night
would
Moon
you
statue.
care?
Why would you care?
Proves that she was there that night.
Hmm.
Idea what she has to do with
Foreshadowing,
White Order's
maybe?
death.
But we're doing everything we can to try and save her. We know she couldn't have anything to do with it. And that's why we're asking you these questions now, Diamond Tiara.
Oh.
But you two really don't remember anything else about that night? Anything beyond what you've already told the court?
No. You already know everything that happened.
According to you.
Nothing else we can say. Yeah. I really wish we could tell you something more to help Sweetie Belle, but...
It's all right. Thank you for cooperating at any rate.
Time for Silver's rant.
My stupid
Yep.
glasses hadn't broke.
Woohoo!
Maybe I would have seen something.
Actually, Silver Spoon, just how powerful are your glasses?
They're definitely
They
pretty
hold
powerful.
extreme power.
And
legally
in my
blind.
business, Sometimes close to
I'm pretty much
2200.
blind.
Like me in real life.
Crazy! You'd basically be unable to see anything more than a few feet ahead of you.
Yeah. I'm pretty much blind without my glasses. That's why it
Velma.
was really important I got a new pair.
I
as
can't
soon as
see
the
without
first
my
one closed.
glasses.
Right.
Legit, I can
And
only
Princess
see up to
Luna
my
said you had an
elbow.
appointment the day after.
Like sticking my arm out, I can only see up to my elbow without my glasses.
Around
It's really
4:30.
bad.
I can't
Hold
even
on for
see
about
my
half an
face
hour.
in the mirror when I take them
Mind you
off.
ask?
No real reason, I guess. I just wanted to confirm.
Looks down in guilt for perfect vision.
I still wish we didn't have to testify.
I mean, my
Oh, hey,
my
I made
eyesight is
music for
also
this
pretty
episode.
good, but I have never really checked to see how good they were.
You don't like to wear them?
The doctors say I have literally perfect vision. I'm just like, whoa, wow.
I think glasses are a great fashion statement.
They are. I look good in glasses.
They increase your intelligence by 5.
Hey Al, are we at the 43-minute mark?
Almost.
Oh,
so.
What's that?
I have a point I want to make at that point.
Oh, okay.
Even though I have to, you know?
Well,
not you.
I'm still really proud about that background.
It's just such a good background.
I was going to say I think I get what you're going
How about this moment actually? Like, I remember the writers having an aha moment for this like little comparison.
Special headphones all the time.
I will have to say though that
Silver Spoon's
for
glasses.
those who have not played Dual Destinies, this is a good way of getting a good feeling for what Athena
They honestly
is like.
feel like a freak.
Yeah, is like.
Athena's a sweetheart.
Who would make you wear something like that?
Because, truth to be told, nowadays it's very hard to be playing Dual Destinies.
She was a scientist. And
Very hard to play Dual Destinies.
She designed those headphones.
I mean, you have
before
the iOS version of the game.
passed
So.
away.
But there's no Android version
I
though.
thought they were
Yeah, that's true.
amplifying my hearing, and that my mother
When you
was
gotta
teasing me to further
upload it on
research.
Steam and Capcom.
Never perish.
It made me start to hate her for making me wear
So you will localize the
It
Great Ace
wasn't
Attorney,
until
but not
years
Dual
later that I
Destinies.
realized they were
Yes.
actually designed to dampen my hearing. She was just trying to watch out for me in the end.
It sounds like she really did care for you.
Now it's 43
Yeah.
minutes.
She did.
Yeah.
I wish I had known that before.
I wish my parents were like that.
Ooh, wounded.
Ouch.
So you can't really, I don't know if you can really hear it in the stream, but obviously in the episode, what plays at this point is a song called We'll Always Have Each Other, which is a little bit of an old song in my collection of custom tracks. I just want to talk very briefly about it, about what I had it in mind going in. So I already knew we wanted to have a Diamond Tiara, Silver Spoon, Athena kind of heart-to-heart moment.
Yep.
And that's kind of what the song was made for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it clear that I really took a lot of inspiration from Doki Doki Literature Club Plus,
It
specifically.
does very sound very Doki
nice.
Doki.
Dear Sunshine, I think is the one it's
Plus.
called, which is my favorite song in the entire OST. C major, acoustic guitar, a couple orchestral notes, very simple, very easy, very relaxing track, which is very different from what I usually make.
Yeah.
But yeah, made it for this moment because I knew we needed to have something to convey,
Someone to talk to.
there's kind of this closeness that the two do have, despite their loneliness.
Her heart.
Oh.
There's not much like backstory in the show for Silver Spoon, so
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna talk about.
Desperate to be heard.
oh yeah, that's one of your things.
Yeah, but I want to pause on your art because it's so cute. I want to stare at it.
Oh yeah, okay, I can wait for that.
Look, I get it. Your parents
Also,
aren't the
quote unquote, like
greatest.
humanizing Diamond a little more.
Yeah,
And you know
all
that
of it
is
came together
something
real
that, like,
nicely to really make up for the
time-
brattiness.
Yeah.
at the time when I was coming back to this episode, that definitely was something that I needed because
Do you really mean that?
there are people that definitely are mean, but everyone has a tender side. It's just sometimes it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Loneliness is a terrible thing. I should know. And from what I've seen of this world so far, there are a lot.
Yeah, you can really hear the Doki Doki
Yeah, I hear the
inspiration.
Doki Doki. I really hear it.
Kind of wore it on my sleeve when I was making it, but hey, it's a cute song.
Here we go. We can pause over here.
Aww.
This was
All
really
right.
nice art.
And you want to talk about something arts?
Yeah, so like we've been saying, Silver Spoon was kind of like a background character in Friendship is Magic, and we didn't really get to know her all that well. Her identity was basically just the bully's best friend. But in EoJ, no background character doesn't get like its own monologue and its own opportunity to really flesh out the character and discover their backstory. So that's something I just wanted to acknowledge about the writing of EoJ. And then also for voicing Silver Spoon specifically as the voice actor, it's really, really fun and challenging to build off of what little we got from the show of her character, stay true to that, and also expand her character and take it further so that we can discover more about her.
Sorry, go on.
And make her likable is also a really fun challenge.
Yeah.
How do you work with what is essentially a non-existent mold of a character? Well, you inject a little bit of humanity in there, and you show a little bit of vulnerability, and you get a Silver Spoon that doesn't really seem like it strays too far from canon. In fact, it seems to naturally emerge from canon. We were also kind of thinking in mind, obviously in Crusaders of the Lost Mark, Silver Spoon
Exactly. Yeah, there
has,
was
that kind of little arc, and then she doesn't really appear too prominently in future episodes. But we kind of had this in mind that, that's a positive side of Silver Spoon. So what pushed her in essentially the opposite direction in the beginning? And we thought, loneliness, the natural bond between Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon. Let's play with that. And we had this little moment here. And kind of jumping ahead, obviously, to 2-8. Oh god, I can't freaking remember episodes. The whole little is this a spoiler for people who haven't seen 2-8 for the next 3 months?
Let's wait for 2-8 for that specific.
Let's wait for 2-8. Point is, Silver Spoon, we had some decisive action about how to write her because we wanted to have this kind of threefold bonding experience between Diamond Tiara, Silver Spoon, and Athena. Because bonds are really important in case 2,
yes,
everyone.
Bonds of justice and elements of justice.
I also want to say that just fan projects alone, it's one thing to interpret a character. It's another to take what wasn't there, to give more ingredients to a character that didn't have many. Because you can follow the example, but it's more satisfying if you put in your own ingredients that make sense.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of feels like Silver Spoon became my own in a way. Because there was so little initially there. And you guys have really given me the opportunity to make her, add my own spice to it. So it's a lot of fun.
And I think that's like the magic of like interpreting a character correctly, because those extra ingredients can lead
well, not just correctly. Just being able to interpret a character freely and being able to add more to them to accentuate
doing
what's
something
there.
like that will add to like people's interpretation of the characters. They will see depth that they probably have never saw before.
Depth, yes, that's the key word.
I would love to see like a Silver Spoon like this after Crusaders of the Lost Mark, because both her and Diamond do not appear at all, I think, after that episode, and it's a shame.
Given
what a wonderful
EoJ
picture to
takes
come back to.
place right in the middle of season 4 and 5, and that the show has now ended, we have this incredible opportunity to add more substance to characters that didn't have them previously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And friendship is the best supplement.
It really is.
Friendship is magic.
And then we tear it apart in 2-8, but that's besides the point.
Oh my god. But we'll get there when we get there. But and a little side note, I did make this still over here, and it was adorable.
Oh yes, love it.
All right, ready to move on?
Nothing bad could ever happen to these characters.
Yeah, that's all I got. I just wanted to stare at it.
Well, I'll give you another 5 seconds to stare.
Oh.
Is that 5 seconds EST or PST?
Yes. Now we can move
7
on.
seconds out. It's been 10 seconds out.
seconds, so it could be way longer. And everybody ends up muted.
Even though all they have really is each other, something tells me that will be enough. Sometimes just one friend is all it takes.
Wow, it's like Athena sees herself in these characters or something, and that's how she ultimately is able to earn her own keep in the case and emerge out of the shadow of everyone else. Wait, what?
Yes.
Sorry, I entered a bit of a fugue state there. Started rambling about writing.
Fugue state, that's like breaking.
It's like Rainbow Dash.
Princess Twilight.
It's like
We're sorry we couldn't tell you anything else. But
Like, thanks to EoJ, like, this is my new, like, headcanon to Silver Spoon.
I don't want any pony else getting hurt.
We will. We'll find the truth.
Silver Spoon
One
is
way or
a
another,
closeted
Sweetie
sweetie.
Belle.
That's what I think
Good
too.
luck, Miss Sykes.
Why she
She-
Sweetie Belle.
Thanks for listening to me.
She good.
Very
She good
Silver
horse.
Spoon.
She good
She good.
horse.
You girls take care, okay? Of course we will.
Hold on a moment, you three. I think you should see this.
Hmm?
I just found it in the trash.
Well, rather than think you're busy talking to the girls,
Trash
I'll
digging
just
again,
Diamond
Phoenix?
Tiara's Trash.
I thought you
Look,
were pretty quiet
it's
for a minute
very
there.
important.
You make it sound like I'm some sort of chatterbox.
I've heard that
Uh,
before. Why were you rooting around in Diamond Tiara's trash can?
Can't do that while Twilight's talking, Art. I'm gonna get confused between stream and text.
Sorry.
Before we left.
Text?
I'm reading the text, listening to Twilight
Oh.
speak, and then listening to Art speak.
That is a
One from which
blurry
the blackmail letter got its
photo.
clippings?
Oh yeah, I deliberately like made the art of that
I had to skip
like
it quickly
nicely
before they
and then
noticed.
just blurred the heck out of it in
Look,
Photoshop.
okay, I'm sorry. Phones are expensive. What do you want?
I don't think it's a problem with the phone. I think it's a problem that you were not steady with your hand, Phoenix.
Make a quick shot, okay? Fuck.
In any case, I don't.
He had to
think
do it
this is a coincidence.
sneakily, otherwise it'd
Mhm.
be even
Look into this
weirder.
more.
Agreed. But for now,
For the
we should
record,
move on.
that's actually pretty high
What should
quality
we do
image
next,
for the type of
Lena?
phone that Phoenix has.
I think
Yeah.
we have to find Zecora.
So you're
What
lucky
type
to
of
have
phone
a
does he
quality
have?
like that.
Also probably
Crap.
investigate all the new scenes that Trilon
Potato.
The
covered.
early
If
2000s
so,
box
I
phone.
guess it's
Potato.
back to the ever-present
It's less than a
box
potato.
It's basically a box. It's a rectangle.
Oh, here we go. It's this scene.
Okay, I'm gonna mentally prepare myself for what's coming.
Why? What's coming?
Come on, let me in.
My bad microphone is coming.
Sorry, Mr.
Oh.
but no one can enter the
Oh god.
And you said you want to pause over here, right?
Yes, I want to talk about this real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about the royal guards that we have seen throughout Case 2. For a little bit of context, for those who aren't in
Those are
the
beautiful
know,
entrances.
the royal guards are voiced by various team members from different stations. I was in charge of Guard 1, Destro in charge of Guard 2, and Viola was in charge of Guard 3. And as far as I was aware at the time, they were just some minor characters that would just be there to support in case they were needed.
But little did you know.
Little did we know that just from their first appearance, they would become something that the fans would latch on to very much. I mean, do I need to say anything about Guard 2 or Guard 3 for that matter?
Her name is Cinnamon Swirl.
I'm getting to it. I'm getting to that. So we have these minor roles that started becoming a thing of their own. And this eventually led to Bonds of Justice 3, which features Guard 1 and Guard 2, which have gotten the names Sterling Spade and Cinnamon Swirl, respectively.
I mean Guard 2 and Guard 3. I mean Guard 1 and Guard 3.
Guard 1 and Guard 3.
Guard 1 and Guard 3.
Guard 2 has no name.
No. I wanted to talk about just my microphone issues, but that's not relevant. But I just want to say that it's been interesting to see how minor roles can become such a fan-praised scenario or cause. As wow, Guard 2 got a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And and Cinnamon Swirl just took the community by storm.
She stole everyone's heart.
And just as a reminder, originally she was not supposed to have an appearance.
She wasn't.
Oh.
She was just a
got the
random. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so she was just meant to be a random guard that Viola would voice, but people loved her so much that we decided to make her a character.
Speaking of the design of her character, Viola just randomly we were just like, we need a design of her character, and then Viola just went like, here, just have is this good enough? And I was like, why did you make her a waifu?
Yeah, so voicing these guards has been a nice exercise for me because as I was voicing this character, I improved, and I also got a few voice acting lessons.
Yeah, it's really fun to work with you, Jerboe.
Yes, it's just a shame that my microphone at the time of this episode was not good.
That's one tiny detail we're working to address.
Yes, and that's also why after enough time has passed, I decided to grab myself a new microphone, courtesy of Aljavis' recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the microphone you're hearing me speak through right now, and I love this microphone. It's made here for me to be like, maybe I feel like listening to my voice, but there's still that sense of dread being like, oh god, this is my voice.
That's just how it is.
That's how it always is.
That's how it is, fam.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yes, and
Remember, the
I have
Royal
used
Guard
this
was a
microphone for
blackmailer?
other purposes as well, such as Shadows over Equestria that Julius just brought up a while back.
Finger guns.
Yes.
Episode 3 coming out soon.
Yes. I think you guys will enjoy it.
I am.
But
I'm on
it's fun
hour
to
4 of
see-
it. It's great.
But it's fun to see that, like, these guards have gotten, like, I won't say the same treatment. It's definitely less impactful than, say, Derpy. But the impact is definitely there. These guards have taken on a whole identity of their own just from the community alone.
Yeah.
And that, I believe, that's the power of community. Characters that usually go underappreciated become fan favorites.
Especially
and
the
nice
Royal Guard.
and it's nice to see that with these guards as well.
Yeah.
Shows that even the typical stereotypical guards of MLP that were used as like running gags or just the worst guards in existence can be more than that.
Again, Jerboe, you steal the words right from my mouth. I was really about to say, the guards to the show are used for practical jokes, but we get to actually show them that, they're not just a bunch of freaking goopers. They can
There's
actually
a
do their
lot.
job.
They're still people. They're just in armor.
Yeah, there's a lot of
ponies.
emphasis on the characters in EoJ. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, so I
Go
just
check out
appreciate
EoJ 3.
that. But like when the stars align for characters, magic tends to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's Aljavis.
It's the day above the show.
Yeah, and I think that's everything I want to talk about here.
Magic.
What?
All right, let's move on. That was a good point you made, Jerboe.
Very good point.
Hey,
Mhm.
Apollo.
Oh, hey, you guys made it.
Have you been waiting long?
No, I just got here. But these guards won't let me pass. I even showed them that silly badge and everything.
Well, at least that gives us a chance to catch up. How are things back at the detention center?
Less productive than I would have liked. I did my best to calm Rarity and Sweetie Belle down, but I didn't get much more information out of the latter. She seemed really shaken up by everything, so I didn't want to push it.
Dramatic as
Can't
always.
imagine.
Mhm.
That's unfortunate. I was hoping we would find something that could point us in the right direction.
I think the investigation hasn't been very fruitful on your end either.
Death.
Not really.
Crib
no.
death.
We learned a bit more about Royal Order from Fair Devotion, but
That is
not much
something that I
else.
want to say. Like,
Seems like both
this
sides
episode's a
aren't
very
very
like
forthcoming,
calm
for one
down.
reason or
Let's
another.
take it easy episode,
Investigation
especially after 2-4.
After,
So,
yep.
which is why not a lot of the stuff is happening.
Yeah, and I think that was like the right call to make.
I think so too.
Gave
It's a
us a
bit
great
too-
character moment with Sweetie.
Yeah.
Not Sweetie. What's her name?
You
Diamond
forgot,
Tiara.
you forgot already?
Wow.
That's
I've been on this production for too long, guys. Forgive me.
Who are we writing about again?
Who's our main character?
Also, right here, we get a hint of Apollo's little gimmick, his little superpower.
Mhm.
Phoenix Bite. Who's that? Is our main
The one
character?
with the special eyes.
Yep.
I have special eyes.
So I
It's the
would
line.
want to say that technically viewers could have spotted this before this moment happened with Apollo pointing it out.
They
That's
could have,
true.
yeah.
Flashback
That's another
thing.
background I did. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still love the reference. Everyone loved that reference you made.
Say what exactly? Or what?
It's my favorite. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, look at her.
in my backgrounds. It's
Right to
fun.
push her on it.
It makes you want to look at every background and appreciate the dedication.
Exactly.
Miss Guard's pony.
You can find the cadets little
There
Easter
There
egg.
she is,
Cinnamon.
guard 3.
Yay!
We can actually enter the
Guard number 3.
I'm sorry, Your Highness.
She's so cute.
With her curly tail.
I love
Look at
her
her
curly tail.
freckles.
And the freckles.
We're under strict orders
Yep.
to let any pony in a total investigator
There's a Chad.
return.
Yeah, chat guards. Starting as a chat.
Dude, he has the Chad chin. It's great.
Have you seen the Chad chin in VOJ 3?
It's so good. It's like, yes.
That includes you.
It's an absolute Chad.
Of a chin.
see. Thank you for letting us know.
Well, that certainly throws a wrench.
I heard clown music?
I heard that too.
Clown music?
That's my doorbell. Thank you very much. I gotta be right
That's your
back.
doorbell?
Alright.
Pull them away from it.
I'm the bait.
My pause moment's coming up too. Frick. Okay, I'll be back.
Alright.
Okay.
I like this little moment because it's funny. We don't have a lot
Yeah.
of humor. I like
I
writing
feel,
this. It was
I feel like we
funny.
don't
I
have enough
laughed.
humor, right? In this case, I think.
I laughed when I saw it.
Maybe that wasn't the best question.
Also, I love how Truth Be
I'm
Told
sorry.
Make a scene and just
What was that text box? I never registered that text box before.
What text box?
The Tema thing?
Yeah.
Jinxie Tenma. She's in Dual Destinies.
Okay, I thought she was just speaking gibberish.
Oh.
Athena casually saying, "Let me just assault one of the guards to get us through."
Yeah.
While the guards are in earshot.
Yeah.
I know.
We're right here, ma'am.
We have to
What were you saying?
Private Eye isn't here, and we can't exactly stand around waiting for him. We need his help.
Oh, it's her.
Looks like I'll be helping you out for a
Sonata!
There she is.
Her devotion!
It's equity.
Twilight. Mr. Wright. It's good.
Oh shit! The clock boxes. Fuck. Damn.
Oh wait, she's fading a little bit. There you go.
She's
I think this
fading
is a
and I'm
good time
fading
to
away.
well, this is you and Cadet's moment. So while she's getting that doorbell, that's apparently a clown
man.
noise.
Perry wants to know. Okay, look, I don't even know what to say. It's
Well,
like
why
clockwork.
Why
It's
don't we
like clockwork.
start with just the
music,
remix of the music? Yes.
Start off.
I'm the
Start us
song
off.
of my goddamn bane of existence. Okay, so obviously, if people don't already know, and they probably should, like Clockwork was not my original composition. Solo Acapella made it originally for Turnabout Storm. It is Sonata's official theme. I attempted to recreate it, but also add a little more redemption flair to it, which is why it sounds a little different from the original. Obviously, it's not a chiptune set anymore. It is a full orchestral, jazzy, kind of smooth sort of ensemble of instruments. Dude, the song, man, it traumatized me the amount of times I've had to recreate the exact same motif, not just for this, but then for Return of the Truth, and then other songs that I cannot say because spoilers. I'll put it this way. Like Clockwork was my first recreation song. Before then, I didn't really have a lot of experience under my belt. So having to recompose it, but then also do it in a way that was different from the original was an interesting challenge. You can kind of hear though when you play it that it's a little less austere, stern, a little more jazzy, a little more playful in a way, even though it's in the same key. The piano and the clarinets all have this kind of, hey, I'm back, what's up, I'm pretty cool, kind of vibe to it. And then in the second half of the song, when you get the little cymbal hit and then a very jazzy guitar coming in, just to kind of show that Sonata's been a changed mare. She's a lot more playful this time around, a lot less closed off in a way. A little smug, but hey, everyone loves a smug Nada.
We love a smug Nada.
Yeah, and little side tensions. The amount of memes that were made with this track alone is too much.
Yeah.
This song went through so many iterations. The fans technically have an outdated version which they've been using for their memes, and it's really funny, but also it's like, I'm so sorry I cannot give you the official version just yet. You'll have to wait until the MLPArts 2 OST. I joke a lot about how much I hate Like Clockwork, half jokingly. But, I think, it's kind of warmed on me the amount of times I've had to make it, and I can appreciate the kind of work that Solo put in. Obviously, since I'm just recreating it, it's not quite the same as the original. But, there's a very strong logic to the original, which in having to make it a lot and play around with it a lot, it's kind of made me more appreciative of Solo's method, but then also just in general the music composing method as a whole. As Al can attest, it is an interesting challenge to basically take motifs and recreate them, and then make them really sound, somewhat good. I'm glad that one thing that I was worried about was that are people going to hate this rendition of it, because it is different. It is a different measure, but it's a very different second half. But when it came out, it seems like everyone really loved it, which I was really surprised to see. Yeah, I don't really have as much wanted to say about this. Sorry, Perry. He's in the chat. I know he's in the chat. He's watching right now. Yeah, Like Clockwork. Fucking clog boxes, dude. Never again, except for all the 6 other goddamn songs I had to make with it. Oops, spoilers.
Is Cadet back?
I don't think Cadet is back.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Well,
this is unexpected. I thought this would give Cadet enough time to come back.
Well, you gotta remember, this is an EoJ stream. Nothing ever goes to plan.
Hello!
Oh my god, just made it!
It's a miracle! Hi!
Hi.
My brother came to pick up furniture. I thought he was coming in 40 minutes. It turned out it was right now.
Oh. Nice. Well,
congrats on the furniture.
Yeah.
Congrats on the furniture. By the way, Cadet.
What?
It's your time.
What?
Sonata's here.
Santana.
Oh. Oh, right. Okay. Things I was gonna talk about. So it when was the first time Sonata was actually in the series?
Sonata first appeared, I believe, in 2-4.
In case 2, she appeared in 2 in a scene.
I'm not counting the end credits.
Official appearance in the series was 2-4.
2-4.
Okay.
2-4 that's official appearance.
Yeah, I was like, end credits, most people didn't even see those.
That's true.
From my experience.
Yeah, who watches the credits?
Okay, so this is 5. It was, for me, it's been a very tumultuous, is that the right word?
Yes.
Journey, okay. Voicing Sonata. There were a lot of expectations for what she would be like already. So I had the opposite problem of what Arts was saying about Silver Spoon, where there was very little to go off of, so you sort of had room to breathe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I had the opposite problem where there were a lot of things expected of her character, and I had to meet those sort of expectations, and it was like stressful for me. Mm-hmm. She also doesn't get a lot of screen time, so like the stuff that I do put in there has to be like I guess more punchy than normal. Like went into the little end credit scene, I had like 2 lines. And I was like, oh, most people would go, 2 lines, that's not that big a deal. But it was literally the first time I was voicing her. And like the first time she was back. So I was like, oh crap. But she is like such a defined character from the first series. And going into this one, I hadn't seen the series actually. The what is it called?
Turnabout Storm.
Yeah, Turnabout Storm. I hadn't seen that one at all. I had the voice samples that were given to me when I auditioned, and I sort of had to like constantly ask, is this okay? Does this sound right? Like I have PTSD about her. Like just in general.
The reactions people have had, I'm pretty sure you're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you nailed it.
Everyone loves you.
Yeah, you're pretty great.
Not only does everybody still love her, but everybody loves her even more. Like, that has to say something to your voice acting.
True facts.
That's good. I haven't had much exposure with people saying anything because when it was really funny actually, someone commissioned me a YCH because I did those for Valentine's Day, and then after they had sent the money and I finished the whole thing, they went, "Wait, why do I recognize your username?" I was like, I don't know. I can't tell you where you would have seen me. And they were like, "You're in Elements of Justice, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's where you saw me. Okay, yeah, that is something I'm in." And they were like, "Huh." And I'm like, "Oh, that's the first time that's happened. So I guess if you see me anywhere, please say hello." Because that would help validate some of what has been said just now. But yeah.
Tell Cadet she's amazing.
No, don't say I'm amazing. Just
tell Cadet that she's awesome right now in the chat.
no.
Yes.
Please
right
no.
now.
All hail Cadet.
All hail
Oh,
Cadet.
hail Cadet.
All hail Cadet.
I do want to say, regarding your performance, Cadet, I love the very subtle, smug playfulness that you bring to Sonata. And it's really
that's
funny
good.
because obviously when I was making like Clockwork, I don't think I'd even heard your audition yet, or we didn't even have a lot of lines written for her. But it's really interesting how it just kind of unconsciously so happened that your performance matches the intent of the emotion in the rendition of like Clockwork. So I want to congratulate you for definitely being able to do that without much prompting. It seems like you do understand the character and you understand where and how you want to perform. So definitely just pat yourself on the back for that.
And it's impressive that you just went off of a voice sample. Like, I assumed you watched Turnabout Storm.
Oh, definitely not. I think the first time I saw it was in the fan server, like 4 months ago or something, when somebody was playing it for people, and I was like, "Where is the link to this?" Because I didn't see any of it. I didn't tell them outright that was what happened,
YouTube
but I was
search,
like,
and I'm
"Where's
pretty
the
sure
link?"
you'll find it.
Yeah, I just to add to that, I was like, I hadn't seen anything, so yeah, the voice samples was all that I had to go off when I auditioned. When was that? Like 2020?
Long time
I was still
ago.
in school.
It was a very long time ago.
Was it before the pandemic?
Yeah, it was.
Oh man, I'm old.
Maybe it was 2019. Actually, I can't.
Oh
remember.
man, I'm old.
I can't remember.
You're all old.
I think it would have been January, February.
January.
Yeah, January and February.
Okay.
Early
Because yeah,
pandemic.
right before everybody. But yeah, it feels like a really long time ago.
Oh yeah.
We have a lot of legacy voice actors on this production, and I think it is safe to say, if not, it should be self-evident, the legacy voice actors meet their legacies head-on or are able to surpass them. You, Julius, Arts, technically, for having to join the cast of Twilight character or voice actresses. You're all an amazing set of voice actors and actresses. I know that it can be a little bit challenging, even a little bit of pressure in that this is not an original character. People have voiced this character before. But you, especially you, Cadet, you have definitely made Sonata your own. And this is the Sonata that I know is for this series.
That's good. I don't know what to say. I'm
No,
bad
it's
with
okay.
words.
It's okay.
Even just talking right now, I'm like, what was I?
It's a very long episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think an additional layer was the fact that it's closer to my natural speaking voice. So any criticism, I'm just like, "Ooh, okay." I'm like, okay, I'm worried. Just in general. But yeah.
Well, don't worry. Your voice is beautiful.
Thanks. So was yours.
Oh, thank you.
So, are we ready to move on now?
I think we are.
I think
Unless
so,
you got-
yeah.
Okay. Let's move on from this thing. Yay. Go.
Princess Twilight.
So tired.
Mr. Wright. It's good to see you both again.
That's what you get for staying up playing Tekkit for 6 hours.
I was up until 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
See?
Whose fault was that?
That was Aljavis's fault for not being there to restrain me.
I had a friend.
I gotta say.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm friends with a steal.
You as well.
You guys are all my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have so much in common.
I'm a criminal justice. I'm a defense attorney that works at Mr. Wright's office.
Oh god, these clockbacks are actually giving me nightmares. Oh.
TikTok.
Oh, no.
Oh, one thing I want to say.
I love that line.
A lot of these new poses that were not in Turnabout Storm. A lot of them are shared with Mia's like poses that I helped design with MV, and MV animated them and oh, they look lovely.
MV. Shout out to MV.
Shout out to MV.
MV good.
Athena Sykes, correct? I remember you from the trial.
Yes, that's me. You can just call me Athena, though.
I love it when Phoenix is nervous. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I feel like I should thank you for your help, Sonata.
Oh, did we pass the jail does have a tendency to change ponies line?
Not yet.
Oh shit.
You never told us why you were in jail, and then Phoenix was like, "You can't just ask people that.
You can't just ask that."
God, I love that.
Julius has such a good like dynamicism in his voice. I will say for sure.
You can hear all of
energy
the
is so
restrained like pain. I love it.
Yeah.
Shut up! What are you doing? Damn it!
Yeah.
You've already settled the issue with her, haven't you?
That's the other thing. My regular voice is like so bouncy and like I have a lot of bubbly energy, so not as so restrained. I'm like, oh god, how do
More
I do
like
this without
reserved,
sounding
not
like
restrained.
Well, I'm talking about voice acting wise, not the character. Voice acting wise, it's more restraining for me to do her voice than it is for me to do my like, I guess, natural bounce, the way that I like talk all the time. Because I am very bubbly and smiley, so like sometimes I have to like pull my face down in order to voice her.
Like that right now.
I smile when I'm talking, like always.
I can confirm.
Yeah, Julius knows.
Cadet is just a living cartoon character, and it's wonderful.
Also,
and she's
MV.
like the most realistic.
Oh, the wink.
The little wink.
1,000 people died.
1,000 people died when they saw that. MV did that on a whim and just like
yeah, because he didn't understand the power he had.
Yeah.
This is his scene. That's why it has the
Yeah,
flashback.
Sonata's in it. So MV's gonna have fun with the poses.
Yeah. That rig is a fucking problem. That rig is so
If there's
cool.
anyone that has a beautiful understanding of how to animate Sonata, it's MV.
It's MV.
This is true.
Matter, Princess Twilight?
MV's animation in general is just so
Yeah.
epic.
You've changed, Sonata.
Here comes the line,
Oh
Jarvy.
no. Oh no.
You sound surprised. Jail does
Jared.
have a
Oh no.
JL does have a tendency to change ponies.
We wrote that line
here it
thinking it would be innocent, and then people were like, ha ha ha, and I was like, no.
Oh no.
Stop it.
No.
Can't just ask people that.
Oh man.
Oh, cursed front facing Phoenix.
You can't just ask people that, man! What's wrong with you?
I want to hear all about this attorney who just saved our butts.
And this, we don't talk about what MV does on Twitter with Sonata.
Like, we don't talk about Twitter.
Yeah, we don't talk about the fake thighs.
and move on. Yes.
That saves lives.
We don't talk about that here. Christian stream.
Oh.
This is yours.
This is a special scene for me.
And I was a criminal.
Oh my gosh,
Specifically a
recording
blackmailer.
this was ridiculous.
I dealt in ponies' secrets, in procuring and using them against their owners. In
Where
order
it
to
is,
come
where is
out
it?
on top.
There it
It
is.
never bothered me.
This track.
At least I thought it didn't. But that changed after an incident.
Not just this track,
involving a
but
race
all the stills that I made.
500.
I guess I'll...
This was me learning about what the first
Yeah.
series was recording these lines. This is the very first
That's
time
great.
I ever heard any of her story.
Dude, that's like Julius learning
linked
about
me.
Learning about Phoenix.
Nobody
Yeah.
on the project linked me anything. I was like,
That is
oh.
not true. I knew about Phoenix before I voiced this project, thank you. I just never played any of the games.
Yeah.
So...
Say that
I knew
again.
about
This-
Phoenix.
All right, so this is my personal pause moment. Where
Okay.
so
Sorry for interrupting.
It's all right. So this flashback, her reminiscing through Turnabout Storm. First off, I made this still over here. It's Sonata with Ace Swift, who is now deceased.
Yeah,
and
the dude that stole
shocked.
my freaking hairstyle.
So like I forgot who suggested it, but someone suggested that like I always should have Sonata and Ace Swift pose like Lana
James?
and Gant in this kind of pose. And another thing that I want to mention is the track that's being played in this moment right now. I mean, not the one, not the jazz, but the track that was that's in the episode. It's done by me with some help from Jarvy. It's
Just some guidance. I didn't actually help him compose things. I was just
guidance.
Consider
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
It's called Reminiscence TS5. Just TS5. It's not like a title like specifically for Sonata or anyone else. It's just called TS5. Because if you hear it in the beginning of the song, it's the Moonlight Sonata motif. And I figured I would keep that because that was being played during Sonata's confession in Turnabout Storms. I thought let's keep that and have that play the entirety of the song. And I also added some like little wind sound, like kind of that kind of sound effect in the track also to kind of suggest like the storminess of what happened back then.
Quite early.
Yeah. The track itself, I'm still very proud of. Like, I find myself like just going back to it, being like, "Wow, I made this," and I actually made this track a long time ago, like years ago. Think of that as like the demo or beta version of it, and it's
right,
so much.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, and with the help of and with guidance from Jarvy, like I was able to enhance that, and I don't know, like the track to me is just like I'm so proud of it. Like I was able to convey.
It has a good energy to it.
I was able to convey like what happened back then. I'm trying to find the word for it, but like again, I'm just proud of it. I'm just proud
You
of
should
it.
be. Yeah. It encapsulates the tragedy of Turnabout Storm.
I personally think it's like also a testament to how much things have grown ever since the first original composition of that track.
Yeah, I would say so too. That's the benefit of making a track a long time ago, rehearing it, and being like, how can I make this better?
Yeah,
it's like clockwork, having to remake it every time.
For a track to get better, you need to just let it be, get experience, and come back to it. Just use that experience to proceed a older track to a newfound height.
Mm-hmm.
Life's just an RPG. What do you think about it?
Yep.
Why do you think gamifying tasks is such a beautiful thing?
Mm-hmm. I'm actually gonna unpause here because there's way more to this scene that I did. So let's just keep going for now and take the jazz away for a bit.
No, my jazz.
No, my sexy jazz.
But yes, like just like you said, Cadet, Sonata's backstory is literally being explained right here.
Yeah. This was the very first time I had heard it.
Ace was a celebrity, and I was his successful manager. No pony.
Wow, I was a criminal.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I got out of jail in the first scene I voiced, so
There's another detail I want to mention. See, like how they're being animated right now? That was exactly like that in the very beginning of Turnabout Storm. The only difference is that like it's going, it's like panning to the right instead of the left, like it's going away from them. And these were the exact poses used in the little silhouettes that were shown in the very beginning.
Terrible nightmare.
So I thought that was a cool detail that I helped make. And Envy, I think Envy did edit this scene, right?
Rainbow refused to meet our
I think it
demand
was.
and flew
Otherwise,
off
that wink wouldn't
to his
exist.
offer. Ace was furious, but by that point,
And this still as well, also taken straight from the original series. I just remade it and also made Sonata's main consistent with what we have now.
I figured he'd panic, since he thought he'd be ruined without my help. What I didn't expect was just how far he.
I love this part of the song, by the way.
What do you mean?
I like how it builds
the low frequency
with a very simple arpeggio, but you have a very something begins in the low and then it starts very slow to rise.
And one more thing, I'm gonna pause one more time for this part because I think this detail is very important to convey what happened in Turnabout Storm.
Yeah, jazz.
For one thing, yes, jazz. For one thing, there was no still of Ace attacking Sonata. All we heard were just their voices in the dark. And if you remember in Turnabout Storm, what made Sonata think that she killed him was the magic surge. And the way I conveyed that is if you look at her horn, her horn's just getting ready.
Spocking.
So I don't know if people saw that originally, or at least I didn't see it yet.
I had to defend myself.
I had to defend myself. That's what you said.
I will let you know, Aljavis, that was one detail that actually slipped through my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a detail.
And I'm usually very perceptive.
The only detail I'm noticing is that the glasses appear to be on the wrong side of the nose.
Oh, it's so over.
It's so over.
The episode.
We had to delete the episode.
Well, we gotta redo everything now.
It's falling off of her face because she's leaping backwards. It's fine.
Fine, that's the excuse.
Sure?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
They're flying off one side.
They broke in half.
They broke in half, yeah.
I had to do it to him. I'm sorry.
I had to do it to him.
You gave me an Aljavis moment.
The man's dead. Jesus, look at him. Called the amber lamps. Oh man.
Well, technically, they didn't have to call the amber lamps because he's dead already.
Gotta call the board.
I was also really happy with voice acting this because the sort of like the energy I was giving it is what I was wanting. She has painful memories about this, so she's a little bit wavering when you hear her saying the lines.
I did notice that.
Yeah, when I read it, I was like, oh, okay, so this is a bad memory, obviously. How do I convey that?
I'm supposed to feel guilty.
So she's literally like, he tried to kill me, so I defended myself. Like, trying to make it like give that. She didn't want to, obviously, but she sort of rushes through that sentence to. Yeah. She doesn't want to think about it.
Don't think about it.
Yeah, don't think about it.
Don't think about it.
Here comes the don't think about it. Oh no, magic surge happening. Everyone get out of the way. But yeah, that's pretty much mostly of what I have to say. I'm very proud of this track. I'm proud of the stills that I made. Anyways, I think there's a good time to actually move on this time.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Moving right along.
Moving right along, you sometimes.
By the end of it all, Ace was dead, and I was left with a crime to cover up. I was scared. I didn't just fear that my blackmailing would be found out, but also that I would be blamed for Ace's death. And so I had the sudden idea to pin the whole thing on Rainbow Dash.
And that led Twilight to summoning Daddy to defend her, right?
Exactly. And though the path to get there was rough, eventually I managed to prove Rainbow innocence.
I was traumatized for life.
You proved, though, right?
You mean there's more?
I pinned the death on
wait,
Rainbow
there's
because
more.
I thought I had actually
Wow.
killed Ace. But as Mr. Wright managed to prove, there never was a murder. Ace's death was really a freak accident, a death caused by the elements of nature itself.
Nah, elements.
I
That
still
was
had
cool.
to serve the
Elements.
sentence, of course.
I added
There was never
that.
any doubt about that.
Like-
But
You did add
afterwards,
that, that's right.
I reaffirmed my decision to stop going down that path.
Little hair bounce.
You're doing.
Start doing for
With a little
others what they've
bounce.
done for me.
She's happy now.
Happy.
Help those in need. Find the truth in any way I could.
call back
kind of
to
like the
1-3.
1-3.
I just want to say that like for those who have seen Turnabout Storm and now you watch EoJ, seeing Sonata grow like that is very cathartic and satisfying.
It was a bit shocking when she turned me down.
Did you have something to say, Cadet?
Oh, I was just gonna add that I kind of like that she's wearing a suit just like Phoenix is now.
Yes.
It's very cute, even with the tie and everything.
I think I could have done a finer job at defending her myself.
She looked good in suit.
She does look good in suit.
Blackmailer. Boss must have made a heck of an impression on
Remember
her.
the Royal Guard?
I do.
Are we in danger?
They're standing right over there.
Any chance you can help us get into the forest?
I can imagine like
investigation?
guards 1 and 3 just staring at this conversation, just having their popcorn.
Are very strict.
It's like, dude,
this is a very interesting talk.
Private Eye just arrived.
Do you even know what they're talking about?
I don't know what they're talking about. Do you know what they're talking about?
Right now he's at the detention center.
Nope.
Sugar stamp. I was actually on my way there. now.
Sugar,
Wait,
sugar shit.
what are you doing here?
If we tag along, that way we can talk to him and find out more about Miss Stamp.
Also, I know it wasn't like your guys'
suppose I
choice,
wouldn't
but
mind the company.
Ace Swift as a name was like so difficult to say, making it sound like 2 different words.
Ace Swift.
Like when I was reading the lines, because I read them at a specific pace, so I was like Ace Swift, and I'm like, that's not gonna work.
Oh.
Still as gloomy as ever.
Let's find Private Eye quickly then. I don't want to be here any longer than we need to.
Ah, I didn't expect you to come here so quickly.
Oh, it's a lad.
Hello there.
You're getting another game.
Do you know
Speak of the devil, and I shall appear. Hello.
The devil?
Yes.
Stamp hasn't started yet. I assume you want to talk to her?
That's their plan, yes.
Oh, Miss Sonata. I wasn't aware you had tagged along.
Memories started flowing back to me. This was the first time that I had to animate Sonata.
That's actually what we wanted to talk to you about too.
The outdated Private Eye thing. I mean, the currently official shit. Ignore that.
Ah, right.
I didn't say
Reasoning
anything.
is quite simple.
Right, Soundman?
Look into this pen, everyone. Just look at the pen.
Wouldn't risk any else tampering
What pen?
with it.
This pen.
Hence why I must call it off for the time being.
Well, we'll need access to the crime scene eventually. Could you give us permission to investigate?
Certainly.
No.
Business. Once we are finished here, I will inform the guards at the entrance to let you all pass. In fact, I'd meant to do that just as I arrived from Canterlot, but my duties here kept me from heading.
I was totally going to do that,
That
yes.
actually leads me to another question. What
I didn't
were
forget
you
it all.
doing in Canterlot? I would have thought you'd stick around Ponyville to continue your investigation.
Ah, right. Well, the truth is, Miss Sykes, I was summoned to Canterlot.
Summoned? By who?
Lawkeeper Equity.
My child.
Lawkeeper Equity? You mean the pony who heads the High Council?
The very same. She wanted an update as to the current investigation's progress.
Wait.
My child.
Who's interested in a murder in Ponyville of all places?
Gonna wait to talk about her.
The fact that the victim
Same.
Equity.
Equity.
Equity. Equity.
represents, in many ways, the public during times of national duress. Given the nature of this crime, and to whom it was committed.
Oh, fun fact, I actually applied for the voice of Private Eye at one point. And then
And
pressed
turning page.
And
Oh my
turning
God.
page, yeah. And then Joe at Optic slid in and freaking thwacked my audition out of the water. I'm just like, yeah, no, they're a better fit.
By a dragon slaying wooden swords wielder and just Professor Layton.
And actual Professor Layton, yes.
Actual Professor Layton, yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean that it's evidence that connects Miss Sugarstamp to Royal Order's death.
I practiced a Professor Layton for at least a day before I auditioned.
Twilight. That evidence is no longer in my
You've got the
You were
speech
no
pattern
match.
down.
Handed it over to the local
Why, thank
authorities
you.
for analysis. Until they are through, no one can access it. Moreover,
But, you know, Joe's got that butter voice, so.
Joe's
He does.
Joe.
Joe's
I-
got that Luke shut up voice.
The game was rigged
Yes.
from the start. I had no chance.
because Miss
Luke.
Sugarstamp
Okay.
Shut up.
confessed to killing.
So
She what?
I just want to. point out real quick. We have been
idea, miss.
through this episode.
She confessed virtually as soon as we had
from
apprehended her after all.
Start
Hang on.
to nearly the
Did she confess to
finish.
both Royal Order's deaths?
And I just wanted to bring special attention to all the small, tiny
There's no sense in
little
speculating.
detail
We'll need to hear what she has to
in
say.
the story that really convey a lot, and most people might have given credit for.
Should we speak with her now?
Because this is the point where we really started to experiment with poses and transitions from one pose to the other.
That is true.
And I think it makes the series not only a lot more dynamic, but if you pay close attention, you might get details that might help something here or there.
His mother, Miss Fair Devotion.
And I think 2-5 is like a good start of seeing that transition from just using one pose to actually transitioning from one to the other and using it in more dynamic ways.
Yeah, like I mean that's the benefit of having automation, because like they do automation does all like the busy, tedious work and allows.
Did somebody say automation?
Yes.
Oh boy! Oh, go back to the basement. You're not done.
No, we brought him out of the basement for this DC, sir.
Yeah,
He's
put him
allowed
back.
to be
He
here.
hasn't
No,
finished cooking
no.
Technical difficulties.
It's
just
these people
trying to say because I don't know what was being said.
Casey doesn't exist, or does it?
So, okay, let me just get my bearings real quick. I implore people to really pay attention to the smaller details, because sometimes those small details might give you some valuable information that you didn't know you should need.
Be perceptive, folks.
Be
Roll your
perceptive.
perception checks.
Get your Apollo's bracelet.
I will make my way to the
Yes, show us how well you can perceive.
unhindered. With any luck, by the time you finish
This is a sight-based check, so no advantage.
What are you talking about? I got 2 eyes. That makes me have apex predator vision.
No.
Farewell and good
Also,
It's not in your
the
character
way
sheet.
the way this song ends at this moment, like such timing.
And then changes to the like almost circusy theme.
Yeah.
Iris Watson.
Who knows what she's going to say?
It's Sugar Stamp!
Why, hello, everybody! It's great to see
It's everyone's favorite.
Hello,
right?
Everyone's favorite.
Whiplash.
Okay, Miss. Oh,
She's still my favorite OC.
I don't have any candies with
For
me,
case 2.
so you'll have to wait for them another time.
We aren't here for candies, Miss Stamp.
I'm a teenager?
Really? Well, that's all right. It's still nice of you all to come and visit little old me.
So the interpretation of Sugar Stamp varies from person to person, only because of how people interpret her in memes.
Yeah.
Such as people such as MV or other individuals. Like, what they do with Sugar Stamps, not my problem, but sometimes I get the feeling that she has like a personal personality with problems.
What about it?
So it's true?
She's
So
happy.
bubbly.
Did confess to
So
murdering
bubbly.
Royal Order?
Yes, and also apparently follower of Among Us.
Why would you
Oh, okay.
You mean
SKVA has appeared in the chat.
Isn't it
Hi, SK.
SK!
when they know that
Heyo.
they're wrong?
You should totally be in two. Hey SK, you should totally be in 2/6's DC
I wouldn't
next time.
have confessed if otherwise.
No!
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that! You couldn't have! You just couldn't have!
Trucy?
Sorry, Daddy.
I am proud of that line.
On this, though.
Yeah.
I find it hard to
You
believe
are
that
very
you of all
stern,
ponies would
Phoenix.
want to kill Royal Order.
Silence,
What motive
child.
could you want to? What motive could you possibly have?
Twilight does not comprehend.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter? How can you say that?
She sounds a little angry there.
And as far as the investigation is concerned, that wraps up that particular loose end. With her confession and silence on the matter, the case is closed.
Oof.
As much as I dislike having to admit it.
Law, everyone.
Pony,
Law.
you can go now.
Law.
Have
Keeper equity.
Now this is a curveball.
Yeah.
It's far from closed. She's hiding something. Her true motive, maybe.
I think at this point, this is where Athena really starts to shine.
She sees through that facade. She sees that through that face.
There's a discordance in her voice.
Discord, I'm
howling at the moon.
We're singing a lot of this
We're now
movie.
under Discord.
Screaming in the middle of the summer.
It's the musical.
The musical.
Oh, how are they? I didn't get a chance to check on
Fine. But they're certainly concerned
Everyone
with you.
leaves.
Neither of them can really believe you had anything to do with the crime.
Heck.
Well, kids believe what they want to believe.
And I guess
Those darn kids.
Those fucking kids.
Diva.
Oh, yeah. The nickname.
Overgrowth had so much difficulty trying to stay consistent in how she pronounced that. It was so
or
funny.
Diva.
I think at some point she said Deva, I guess.
I wanted it to be Diva, because Diva just sounds...
childhood. We're really close, actually.
You know.
Is it the same with you? and
It's a good one.
Perception?
It's a good
It's a good nickname.
Very. We've been friends since we were
It's
both
very
boys.
simple.
We grew up in the same town, moved in the same circles, did
Oh,
each
yeah, I
other's
forgot about
hair,
this.
talked about all the cute stallions that we saw, like
Kissed in
royal
college.
You mean you knew Royal Order before he met
Invested
your
in a
social-
pyramid scheme.
Listen, people. I do commissions. Just letting you
Shut
guys
up,
know.
shut up, Al. Shut up, Al. It's not
We're
shameless
not going to be
self-promotion
talking
time.
about the Looney Tunes, okay?
The Looney Tunes.
No, Ludi.
Looney Tunes.
Guys, come on. We can't be making jokes around Sugar talking about her dead husband.
Wait, you're married? I didn't
That's
know
for the
that.
next episode, right?
Has your husband visited you
Yes.
Oh, well, you see,
Somebody...
my
Hold on. Not yet.
he passed away about half
So
a
many
year
dead
ago
husbands.
from a heart attack.
The total opposite of
Yeah.
the norm. Usually
Health
it's the
issues
moms.
are a jerk sometimes.
I didn't know.
It's okay, Miss
I
Sykes.
definitely remembered
don't really
someone
talk
that
about
I
it anyway.
knew that also died from a heart
Ponies still
attack
call me
at a
Mrs.
very
Pony's
young
sake,
age.
though,
Yeah.
since we had
Heart
a
attacks are no
ceremony
joke.
in Ponyville, after all.
It's true. Heart conditions.
I'm sorry, Jerboe.
It wasn't.
It's fine. I've gotten over it, but
fondly.
definitely
thought that love would
was
last
a unpleasant surprise.
I was wrong. Admittedly, it
This part.
was hard. Those first few days and weeks.
Oh wait, I
after,
forgot there's a reference in here.
Stop. But the clocks kept.
The clocks kept ticking, the pianos played, and the sun and moon rose. That's a poem. That's from a poem. I forgot. I said I
What
want
poem?
this. Oh my god! Stop all the clocks by.
That's why I was
Oh shit! What is her name?
that I had royal order and fair devotion.
That is the most beautiful line in EoJ. You should reference more poems.
Stop
You
all the
should.
clocks. Cut the top. The WH Auden. That's why.
I didn't want to be alone with the memories. Having him there gave me the strength to keep going, I think. And Diva, well,
One of my favorite short poems. It's a 16 line. That makes it
But
a.
even though she was busy being a parent and a school teacher, she
It's a good
tried to
poem,
make it
and I want
feel
to in here
as
to
natural as she
give
could.
not only to flex my literary prowess, but also to
I've
give
not
a sense
read
of
your
this is the
poem,
way to
but
describe grief
I-
without saying that it's grief.
Right.
I've not read the poem, but if I were to
I will always be
think what it means, it's like no matter what happens, time moves on, and
That's yeah.
Doesn't sound intrusive.
Time moves on no matter what happens.
Keep these visits consistent.
Grief is not a one-time thing. The greatest problem that grief presents is that life ignores it in favor of motion.
They made me feel like, well,
Hence, even though your world stops,
after I'd lost
the world doesn't stop, and that's that's something that's pretty lonely, and that's something that I wanted Sugar Stamp. Because I didn't want to say that she was sad, because that's not good enough. I want her to show an understanding of grief that is more, that's less preachy and is more, this is what it feels like to describe the indescribable.
There's so much sadness in Miss Stamp's voice.
Yeah, I remember like people feeling super bad for Sugar Stamp at this moment, especially like right after like she was accused, and they're like, "Wait, who the fuck did it then?"
They feel the same. None of this adds up. Why would she confess?
Overgrowth did such a good job, still sounding like Sugar Stamp, but also sounding completely broken. Like I bet that must have been hard.
I imagine that's hard.
Oh, thanks a lot, Jennifer, for ruining the moment.
Damn it, Apple Bloom, we were having a moment.
I know, she's always interrupting this tender moments. Screaming for help.
That's why she's the best crusader.
Ooh, Twilight.
Oh, I love this
Twilight
part.
Yeah, the wing thing.
And besides, this kid just pushed past the guards into a restricted
Not a
area.
kid. I'm a
It's
filly.
really a
Not a
violation
goat.
I said, release her.
Bitch, I'm a princess.
I love this is the second time that she has unfolded her wings.
Yeah.
I know. I recorded that line with
actually.
Mr.
I
Q.
think the first time was in 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. And you were saying Arts?
Oh, I recorded that line with Mr. G in VC. We did a voice directing session for that one so that we could get like that level of intensity and authority that we wanted Twilight to have.
We might be able to catch the perpetrator before they
And look at this part. There's a break-in.
Yeah, the chillness is over. Now it's time
The
for
chillness is over.
tenseness again.
With the news of the recent break-in, we all dashed out of the detention center.
Oh my god, are we done with this episode?
Colonel, I've been spotted.
Hold on, gotta wait for a second.
My dummy thick dump truck.
What?
Oh gosh. You know, they have spies the size of a bakery, right?
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak into Shadow Moses, but the sound of my chiefs keep giving me away my position.
I had no idea where this
Colonel!
Colonel, I tried to
Snake!
Colonel.
I tried to sneak in Carousel Boutique, but then a random cat
The sound of my
attacked
Clark
me.
boxes keep alerting the authorities.
Yay.
That's very funny.
We are going to mute
We
the
are
credits because I
lying.
don't want to get
Is this the
claimed
older
again.
Not
version?
demonetized. We do not want to get
Yeah,
undemonetized.
we are muting that so we don't get claimed by YouTube.
This is the old version, right?
This
Yes,
Which is
this
the
is the
thing,
version.
because it's wonderful.
Yeah, this is the
There I
this
am,
before
the guard one before
Dude,
he got the
this-
name.
This algorithm is a fucking monster. Not only can it detect melodies, but it can detect them incorrectly. Because I once had Suspense 2013 get claimed, and not by Capcom.
Not by Capcom. Some
That's why
stinky
we
smelly
ignored
man tried to do it. He
I
didn't.
think that's my only real fear is because going into case 3, we're not going to have any claim tracks at all. But there is like residual fear of like, oh, what if it just says that it is something
it gets
that it
claimed
isn't?
anyway. Yeah,
Look at all
Fucking
of those
computers.
apps that we're using for this program.
we use too much. We use too much.
And yet it's all essential.
It is.
I love
I'll
these
play-
little drawings. They're the best.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
done,
I was
done
the only
by
them on the web and we
Geon.
used
Done by
them.
Geon.
Look
Yep.
at that Athena. I love that Athena.
I love that at the end here. I'll play some jazz while we're watching.
BOJ?
Yeah, smooth jazz.
Yeah, smooth jazz.
Trans lyrics is such a cool word. That's completely imaginary. Because we ran out of space. Copyrighted.
Copyrighted. Ha ha ha.
Right, yes.
Receive a line.
Well,
And
that
that was it.
That was an episode.
And that's the episode.
That's the episode.
Hey, that's pizza
Everyone.
time thing over there.
Pay close attention. He likes Green Day.
But yeah, like
Who doesn't like Green Day?
2.5 is a very slow, not very slow pace, but it's a chill episode. Calm it down from all the intensity
Yeah,
of
it's
2.4.
a chill episode that was very much needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the shopping episode we all needed.
Yeah.
We've
Shout out
gotten
to
some
Mary.
interesting comments about how this episode accomplishes nothing.
It accomplished
true.
a lot of things. Thank you.
People at first were like, nothing happened in this episode, but after
I had that opinion for a bit.
For a
Everything
bit.
happened in this episode.
Look, it's okay to have episodes that don't do a lot because that gives people time to like take a
Well, not only that, that presumes the episode actually does nothing at all, ever, in every capacity.
Well,
but this episode does not do nothing. It develops characters.
Exactly. And when we develop the
We're not
characters,
making story progress, we're developing characters. So there's always something going on.
Yeah.
we're developing characters so that you guys become more invested in the characters when something terrible does happen to them.
Exactly.
Yeah, like 2728. I mean,
up to break their
Trust the process.
Yes.
look, we could have totally combined it with 2.6, but then we'd have a really long investigation episode, and no one wants that.
No one wants
No,
that.
that's
No one
and
wants
longer
it.
wait times.
2
excuse
hours
me?
of content.
No one wants a 3-hour investigation.
No one wants a 3-hour episode. Dude,
That's
I
much.
can't believe that we have no, you shut up. I can't believe we have a 2-hour, 30-minute long episode. That is so fucking bad.
Uh,
I personally enjoy the longer episodes. Thank you.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
But
see,
but
you're allowed to have your opinion, Julius. But that means it's a time investment, so people can't just pop it up. They have to like, oh, I want to watch this again and set aside time.
yeah.
I
they
would like
should.
it if they're a bit. I would like it a bit more if it was more accessible and being a little shorter.
It's valid.
But the point
But yeah.
is, this episode does not do nothing contrary to popular belief or really unpopular belief. This episode does do a lot. It's just different,
It's
Character
called
development.
character development.
which is fine.
It is fun.
Sometimes you have to
Hey.
sacrifice certain things to tell the story in the way that you need it to be told
You
in this
know,
particular
there's
moment. And I
definitely-
think that for this episode, my gripe with it is that we needed that recap scene. But beyond that, what the episode managed to accomplish is it recontextualizes the characters, it lets them refocus themselves, reorient themselves. We learn a little bit more about some of our supporting cast, and we get Sonata. I mean, guys,
what more do you want?
What more do you want?
that's important.
It's called just slowing down the pace so that we get to know the world better. It's called world building.
I've noticed
Character
that's
world.
that was a
build.
problem with audiences too, because not to get into the show I was watching, but it feels like sometimes people do get turned for a loop whenever a show changes gears and it's like, oh, we just had a high intensity thing, now we're gonna downshift, and people get really fucking confused by the downshift. Even like really cool fandoms I've seen, like, oh, these 3 episodes suck, they're so slow, I want to get to the fast thing. I don't know, there's probably some writing craft somewhere on how best to do it.
Oh yeah, but
Whatever.
we don't have time for me to get into that.
Nope. It was a good episode. It was not crazy. It was chill. It was short.
Yeah.
Hour and 18
think-
minutes. That's a good
Yeah.
episode.
That's the second shortest episode in EoJ so far, I think.
Oh yeah.
We'll never reach that again.
shortest
I mean, we will
goes
reach that
to
again.
1-1.
So yeah, I think
2-5.
we had 2-5. 2-5.
Wow.
That was an episode.
I give it 5 buckets out of 5. We'll watch again.
You want to do it
I
again?
would say like it's definitely worth a watch if you are more into the mellow and character developments of characters.
Yeah.
It's
I give it a Sonata out of 5 because Sonata was in it.
It's true. Sonata was in there.
She was. Well, how'd you know?
I just
How would you
happened
know?
to be here for this
On
one
the
too.
thumbnail.
I know.
Isn't it great?
It's
is
so
great.
great.
I did a sneak attack because I wasn't even scheduled for this one
You weren't, but you just came out of
until like
nowhere.
yesterday.
It's such a wonderful thing, though.
It is a wonderful thing.
Because you're loverly.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's an interesting
Loverly.
adjective.
Are you
Magic verb.
Loverly. I mean,
A magic
ly makes it
verb.
an adverb. But
You all right, Jarvy?
Conjunction, junction.
what's
What's your function?
Hooking up words.
Anyway, do we have any closing thoughts about this episode before we continue to ramble on?
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm happy with what this episode did. It's definitely like a good slower paced episode that will lead to the second half of the second investigation that people complained that, like, well, not a lot of people complained, but a decent amount were like, all right, not much happened. And then the next episode, they're like,
everything happens.
Everything happened.
They're like overwhelmed and having heart attacks and stuff. We don't want you guys to constantly have heart attacks. That's not healthy.
No, I wonder if the issue is the nature of how essentially show media is now transferred is so immediate that people cannot entertain the idea of taking a episode when it is presented and waiting for the next one anymore.
I don't know. That's a broad statement about all audience.
It is broad, but
It is a bit
so is
broad.
the idea that the episode didn't do anything because XYZ. I mean, look, if you're going to make that kind of criticism, I would definitely encourage making it, but look further than that. Like, clarify what
Make
it means.
specifics.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do want to say this. If you don't like this case, that's completely fine. But be specific in your criticism because it makes it more interesting to read. Because we do read all the comments.
We read everything.
Comments.
It's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of
Again,
comments that were like, "I don't like case 2."
criticism
I agree.
is appreciated.
Yes.
When we say constructive, that is what we mean as well. Like being a bit specific on what you find bad or
Just
bad.
don't
Different
call
or
it just,
good.
problematic.
You know.
yeah, just don't call it stinky smelly, and that's it.
Yeah, we can't
Tell
really
us why
do
it's
anything.
sticky smelly.
Yeah.
You can say, I don't like the episode, then tell us why.
Tell us why.
That's why.
But yeah, I think now is a good time to
Tell
end
me
it.
why. Tell me why. I have some.
I'm gonna have an amazing discussion with Jared about why people had that opinion after this call because I want to get down into that.
You were saying
That's
something,
not the
Cadet?
place here.
I have something to send, but I don't know if you want to put it on stream or not. But I'm working on a thing.
Oh,
A thing.
working on a
A
thing.
thing.
Working on a thing.
What kind of
Yeah.
thing?
A fun-ish thing, hopefully.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, hopefully. I will send in like 2 seconds. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Oh, in 2 seconds. Like right
Yeah.
now, or
Yeah, it's
I'm-
not done,
oh,
but it's like halfway there.
ah,
It's legit like
I'd like to
halfway
see.
there. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. That's why I was like, hold on.
Oh,
I'm
we're-
working
A sneak-
on it the
I,
whole
we can try to buy
Sneak-
some time.
sneak
Yeah,
preview.
go for it.
yeah.
Let's talk about
I'll do anything for money.
Julius
my
will do anything
God.
for money, including
I'll
small
do
for time.
anything for money. Hey, folks, if you have a burning thing you want the very, very bestest voice actor for Phoenix Wrights ever to do for you right now, all you have to do is give me money and I'll do it.
Oh my god. Anyways, you know what? Might as well. This is a good time to shout out our front gallery members. Might as well do it right now. Sean Taggart, NightRainbow, 4K42, Kasneil, HoodieAngel, and the new one just a while ago, Maria Moonlight. Thanks so much for supporting us. It really means a lot.
Thanks to your donations, you too can support JuliusGemStone in being Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Extraordinaire for the hit 100k view online internet drama. I'm running out of time, guys.
Hi G, hi G, how you doing?
Hello.
Oh dear. Hi.
Where's Mr.
Maybe if you pay me, I'll have more incentive to do that, G.
Hey G, how about in the next director's commentary, the director should be in it?
Yeah, how about that?
Oh. Ouch.
Ouch.
Wow.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Hello,
He
Eric.
raises a
Gotta
fair
end
point,
the
though.
stream before this becomes a war zone.
Yes, we should end it right now
Okay,
before it
I'm
gets spicy.
sorry. Here.
It's okay.
Here's
Oh,
the
oh.
thing so far.
Oh, here?
Oh,
Here?
boy.
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Wait. I'm
I agree.
Where is it?
There it is.
Oh no! Oh no!
Zowie.
Oh,
There's
that
the evil I
hurts.
knew that lingered within you. I knew it.
Oh, that hurts! That hurts to look at.
Can we put that up on screen for them?
Yeah, I'm gonna post it on Twitter later. But yes, I've been working on this.
Should
the
we
whole
show?
time.
Should we
Yeah,
show it
do
on
it.
stream?
Show it.
Show it on stream.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
Show
All right.
it.
Fuck it. We're gonna show it. Here we go. Have your hearts broken, everybody. Have your hearts broken, everybody. Hey, shut up, me! Shut up!
Have your heart
Oh, you're
broken.
What are you doing? You're streaming the.
Damn.
Oh,
it's
that
so
hurts
over.
to look at.
It's so over. Oh no.
So over.
Oh man.
Like 2
Neon,
months
and
ago,
I
I
love
asked. No, wait, 2 weeks ago? I don't remember when I asked, but in the past, I asked Al for like a reference photo of their wedding. And
This was what it was for?
Yeah.
Tragedy.
Yeah. That's
God damn it, Al.
Oh my god.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Oh my god.
You know what?
It's not done, obviously. But yeah,
Love
this is what I've been working on.
In bloom, a beautiful bride,
Beautiful bride, a handsome.
Oh my god.
2 hearts.
Hey guys, I think we should scream objection.
Yes,
Oh.
you're right.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
all right.
Okay.
So everyone, thanks so much for showing up. For showing up in the 2-5, the first live DC. It was
Oh,
very
I'm so
successful,
happy.
It went
despite
great.
Wait, us?
the
Oh,
technical
you're welcome.
difficulties. Anyways, are you guys ready to?
No,
Yes.
I'm
do-
emotionally bankrupt
Yeah.
right now.
Fine. Let's make the most
All right, here we go.
the most damaged objection. Ready?
You got it.
Most damaged?
Ready?
The countdown? Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, objection. I didn't know that was what we were saying.
No, it's
I was
perfect.
like 3, 2, 1. Are we saying?
Objection!
Okay, here we go.
Fuck it, we'll do it again.
Okay,
Fuck it,
count
we'll do it
We're
again.
still here.
Yes,
Okay,
we
jokes
are.
on
Let's
you,
do it
fuckers, we're
again.
back.
Ready? Ready to do it again?
Countdown.
Fuck
Do
it. 3, 2, 1.
Objection.
Objection.